Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
What an atmosphere!
Triple M rocks footy.
It's what rugby league's all about. Shut up! The boys on Triple M!
And a very good afternoon, good evening, right across New South Wales into Queensland, right up and down the east coast of this great country and across to New Zealand tonight as well. Via the listener app, wherever you might be listening, we do it as always thanks to our friends at Ream Hot Water and Macca's and Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners. Put your trust in the experts in air. My name is Anthony Maroon. Good evening and welcome my good friend, Triple M Brekkie Show Sydney superstar and all-round good guy, Aaron Woods. How are you, Woodsy?
Oh, going good, Maroon. Firstly, hello to all the listeners out there. But what a game for a Friday night to start off with. The Warriors had the weekend off last week with the Vegas round, the previous one, so they were quite disappointing against the Canberra Raiders. It's a huge night for them. We know what the New Zealand fans are like at the moment, so hopefully they can get right behind them and have a huge contest tonight.
138 games for Jazz Tavanga at the Warriors. He changes clubs tonight. How does that feel, Woodsy, to return to this ground, Go Media Stadium in Auckland, but you're not a Warrior. You're playing against the Warriors.
Oh, that was the hardest thing for me to do. And I know I've changed a lot of clubs, Maroon, but when I left the West Tigers, I was at Cronulla Sharks. We played against the West Tigers at Leichhardt Oval. I've never been more nervous in my life for a game, mate. And it was just crazy. The atmosphere was, normally you're wearing at the time was the orange and gold, which is the West Tigers colours. The fans are normally right behind you, but they're absolutely giving it to you, and it's so close to the field, and the grandstands are so close. So I'm sure he's going to cop a little bit of extra treatment, but in saying that, he had a great performance last week for the Manly Sea Eagles, and he'll be quite nervous leading into this one.
Kohler is missing, and in comes a player that I haven't seen a lot of in Clayton Fualalo. You would have seen a bit of Clayton when you were there.
Yeah, he's a great young kid. I think he was the top try scorer in the knock-on effect competition, which is the reserve grade cup. Tolu Kohler couldn't get his body right. He succumbed to a cork last weekend, but it's a handy backup to have in young Clayton Fualalo. He's a Blacktown junior, and hopefully he gets a great opportunity now tonight.
We'll be joined by our good friend Millie Elliott too, the most successful New South Wales Women's Rugby League player in the history of the game. Joins the Triple M commentary team tonight. She's just running a little behind schedule, so we will get her here. Tohu Harris is about to run out too, or he's going to welcome the players out tonight. He played 234 NRL games, Tohu. By the way, Woodsy, who are you tipping?
Oh, I'm going to definitely go with the Manly Sea Eagles, but I think this one could be a little bit closer than what everyone thinks, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go Warriors in an upset. Surely they can't...
What is in your drink just there, mate?
Surely they can't go 0-2, given the awful year they had last year on the back of the year they had before. Webster's going to want to see something from these players.
Yeah, you want to hope so, because the fans and, what the Up the Wires did for the game, it was so good. So you just want to see a great performance from the Warriors, and the two blokes leading him out right now, James Fisher-Harris and Mitch Barnett, two of the great front rows of the modern era in a great game at the moment. So hopefully they lead the way today and can get the Warriors behind them.
Yes, indeed. Go Media Stadium. We welcome listeners in right across the Triple M network and via the listener app. And as always, Bailey Ladders enjoyed the silly season, but we're glad it's over. Looking forward to the Easter break, having to go back to the work in between. Bailey Ladders can help you turn your downside up with 10% cash back. Spend $500 on Bailey gear and redeem online. 10% cash up to $100. Back to work is looking up with Bailey Ladders. For a limited time, T's and C's apply. BaileyLadders.com.au. And we love these guys too at Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners. And we're just seeing Tohu Harris welcome the Warriors onto the field. Here comes Manly now. The obvious thing is, Woodsy, this Manly side at full strength can beat anyone, but it doesn't take much adjusting. It doesn't take much of a tweak in the wrong direction, an injured player, and they're a whole different team.
Yeah, you're right, Maroon. They're a side that can beat the best team in the competition in the Penrith Panthers, and they can also lose to the worst. So for Manly, they've just got to keep their mind on the job for the 80 minutes, and there's been a lot of talk for them throughout the week. You've heard a lot of people come out and say they've got that one gear. Once things go well, they can put a lot of points on in a shorter amount of time, but when things go against them, they still want to throw the ball around. They come up with a lot of errors, which really hurts them. So hopefully they can get the right balance this season. If they can get the right balance, they should be in the top 4.
Adam G, the G-string as they call him, the referee for tonight's game. Warriors have only won one of their last 6 games against Manly. There's a Choice Hotel stat, and we're welcoming Choice Hotels too for season 2025. Choice Hotel, get more for your money so you can check into more. Get the lowest price guaranteed when you book direct at choicehotels.com. Warriors and Manly. Manly looking to go 2-0 after a big win over the Cowboys last week. But the Warriors disappointing in Vegas. They've had the week off. I don't know what that counts for after one round of footy. But anyway, it's a good crowd's turned out. This has certainly been no fortress for them. They've won 4 games in the last year in Auckland, the Warriors. There's the kickoff anyway, says Adam G. We get underway. And Warriors receive the ball from the kickoff, getting up to play it back. And so the Warriors in possession near Cora, now 25 metres out from his own line. And Egan, who was so good for them back in 2023 in there at dummy half, comes across to Barnett, met by some big, strong Manly defence and brought down 21 metres his own side of the halfway line. Egan is there. Fisher Harris now, of course, in the brand new colours of the Warriors, gets up and plays it. Egan again, and then really brave defence there from Jazz Tavanga playing against his old club. Tackle 5, says the G-man. And up goes the kick from Luke Metcalf. And I talk about Luke Metcalf, Woodsy. You know him. You played with him at Cronulla. He's a bloke that's had a dreaded run with injury.
Yeah, he has. He had a couple of early injuries when he was at the Manly Seagulls. In fact, he had a couple of ACL knee reconstructions. Look, he's not a natural halfback, but he's learning his trade. He had Sean Johnson there, who's still doing a lot of work for him at the club. And, you know, a lot of knock on him at the moment. He's a runner first, organiser second, but he's only going to grow into it. He gets some experience, and as the year progresses, he will get better at halfback.
Now, Aloye brings it forward and brought down about by a new recruit for the Warriors there, Aaron Clark, then Jake Trebojevic, then Brooks, then left side Tom Trebojevic passes it behind, and going back to pick it up is Tuapiku, and the Warriors get some ball in good field position, Woodsy.
Yeah, this is what we talk about with Manly. Sometimes they just want to shift and throw the ball from one side of the field to the other. It just looked like they weren't in sync there, Maroon. There was a couple of runners on the outside of Luke Brooks just in front of him, and the ball hits the ground.
90 seconds gone, Beacon trade scoreboard. And Manly and the Warriors are 0-0. Egan is a dummy half. Now we go across to Clark. Clark gets it to Metcalf. Drops one back inside, and Gable's brought down. Well inside the Westpac red zone on tackle 4. Egan and Aaron Clark straight and hard, and brought down by Trebojevic. And he's about 5 metres out right under the sticks. Egan again on tackle 5. Metcalf kick. It gets caught up in the mess there. And Manly come away with it. 2 gone, Beacon trade scoreboard. Warriors and Manly are 0-0.
Yeah, it's really calm defensive systems by Manly at the moment. Things haven't gone their way as we watch a great 3-man tackle from the Warriors. They're staying nice and calm. It was probably a poor option from Luke Metcalf there on the end play. Maybe he should have run it in these conditions, but Manly's defence too strong, Maroon.
Now, here's Jazz Tavanga in there at dummy half, and left side it goes, and first receiver there is Hopewati, and he's going to be brought down, so that'll be tackle 3 from Manly. Tavanga at dummy half once again. To the centre is Jake Trebojevic. Now DCE. Now Tommy Trebojevic. Quick hands, Garrick. And Saab down the sideline. Got support. Tommy over the 30 into the Westpac red zone. And just like that, Manly score right beside the post inside the opening 3.
It's a great try for the Manly Seagulls, and that's what they can do. They tried to do it the previous set, but the players were out of sync on the left edge. This time, they realised that the Warriors are quite short on their left edge, which is Manly's right side, and they just attack it straight away. It's a great ball by Jake Trebojevic at the back, which finds Cherry Evans. And the man, Tommy Trebojevic, he just hits Garrick, and Tuivasa-Sheck for no reason comes in and tries to jam him, which takes him out of play. And one of the fastest men in the NRL, Jason Saab basically has a 2-on-1 with the fullback, and then the ever-reliance of Tommy Turbo back on the inside. He didn't get a try last week in the 50 points, but he got one in the first one of the night.
Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard. Tradies, big jobs, small jobs, tough jobs. Beacon Trades get the lighting, fans, and electrical. They get it done. BeaconTrade.com.au. We met the guys from Beacon Trade through the week. Bloody beautiful crowd of people. Manly 4, Warriors 0. And now we've got the Pertec kick predictor at 99%. Another Gerringong Lion doing the area proud. Ruben Garrick, he's a good-looking rooster too. They could make like one of those action figure dolls.
Ken doll.
Yeah, like a Ken doll.
That's what we used to call him, the Ken doll at Manly.
Oh, did they
and
call
he
him
loved
that?
it. He loved it too.
Everybody pretended he ate it.
He knew he's a good sort.
Here's Ruben now. And he moves in, and the Gerringong line, you put the hex on him. You are the absolute mock.
You said he was 99%.
You are the absolute mock. Manly 4, Warriors nil as Triple M rocks the footy.
Go Harvey Norman. Up to 20% off Acer and Lenovo computers in-store and online now. Harvey Norman. Best range, best brands, best prices. Guaranteed.
And down to the sideline for the first time today, we welcome our colleague in Auckland, Tiffany Salmon.
Good evening. What an electric start from Manly. Definitely not the start the Warriors wanted. You could really feel the energy and the emotion at kickoff after that acknowledgement for Tohu Harris, but I'm afraid that start might really dilute this crowd and the Warriors' energy, but we'll have to wait and see.
Good on you, Tiff. Good to hear you back on air for the first time this year. Bob Jane T-Marts, buy 3, get 1 free, plus instant cash back on Bridgestone, Yokohama, Kumo and Pirelli. BobJane.com.au, T's and C's apply. Bob Jane, I got to get the Camaro in there. It's on skates at the moment. Can you help me out? Here's Aloye playing it to Tavanga, and Tavanga gets the pass to DCE. And we come down this right side once again. Ulakawatu gets his first touch, 15 his own side of the halfway. On tackle 2, Tavanga is there. Then Jake Trebojevic brings it forward, brought down by Capel, 10 his own side of the halfway line. Tavanga again, Daly Cherry Evans, fast back inside. They're getting a bit fancy. And Tommy Rudd on the halfway line on tackle 5, says the G-string. Back to the centre, Brooks from halfway, up it goes, it's high, and it's deep, and it comes down, and taken beautifully by Charms, Nickel Kluksta. But Woodsy, Tiffany makes a good point. You know, this Warriors side, they haven't got off to a great start.
No, Maroon, they needed that. They needed a good start. They got a back-to-back set, but they just didn't do nothing with the ball. And like Tiffany said, they needed the crowd right behind them. They had the acknowledgement for Tohu Harris. He's just retired. He's one of the great captains of the club. But they really need to get this crowd right behind them, because once they get on a roll and momentum hits the Warriors, they're hard to stop.
Beacon Trade scoreboard, Manly 4, Warriors nil. Fisher Harris has it right on the halfway line and gets up and plays it back. Egan is there at dummy half. Scoots out of 1. Adam G says tackle count restart. 10 metres into Manly's end of the field and gets up and plays it back. It'll go across now from Clark to Barnett, and Barnett takes the tackle, and that's tackle 2, and gets up and plays it back to Egan once again. And then it goes across to Niokora, who'll take the tackle. And the tackle count restarts again, 25 metres out. Egan, Aaron Clark inside the West back 20 as the tackle count restarts. 12 metres out. Played to Egan again. And then it goes to Metcalf. Back in field. Capel's only 3 metres out. Well, the Warriors looking to get a try and get one very soon. Egan got it away to Fisher Harris. He's easy brought down 3 metres out. Tackle 2. Played to Egan again. And to the centre we go to Aaron Clark. And gets caught by Tavanga. 5 metres out from the Manly line. 4-0 Manly lead the game. And now it's Egan. It goes to Metcalf. Stops, changes directions. Chase straightens up and brought down by Jake Trebojevic. Tackle 5, it's the last. Egan is there. Nice little kick there from Harris to Vita. And taken dead. And we welcome for the first time this evening the most successful player in the history of the New South Wales Women's Rugby League, my very dear friend Millie Elliott. How are you, Mill?
Oh, look, I'm a little bit stressed. It just took me 4 hours to drive here from Newcastle.
No.
When you're riding the brake the whole time, bit of a crash. But anyway, I'm glad that I'm here with you guys. Thanks for having me.
You made it. We're happy.
I know. I thought I'd get here for kickoff. That was the goal. But anyway.
So anyway, you'd have been panicking and
I was panicking.
Yeah. I hate that feeling.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah.
I planned to get here 2 hours early.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Anyway.
You're here now. You're here now. And look, we believe your story, Millie. We believe it.
You should have heard what he was saying when you weren't here, Millie.
And it's played back to Cherry Evans, and then it goes across, and Manly will get a penalty. All the Warriors players are offside. 8 minutes gone in this game. Beacon Trade scoreboard. 0-0 NRLW, when does it start this year? July, isn't it, Millie?
I think it's a little bit earlier this year,
good.
actually.
Good.
All of the Origin games will actually be played in May, and then June is when it'll kickstart for the NRLW.
And you'll be there at Channel 9?
I'll be at Channel 9, might be here with some Triple M. The Warriors are playing tonight, but the Women's Warriors team also re-enter the competition, so that'll be good.
Yes, I'm hoping to get a call from Channel 9 again, if anyone's listening. Ben Trebojevic, and then he got the pass away to Hopewati, and he sent the ball back in field to Brooks. Then it comes back to the centre for Tavanga. Here's Tavanga against his old club, but a brick wall comes together. Tonight's first Malachi crunch, and they're 25 metres out from the Warriors line. Manly on the attack, looking for try number 2. Here's Daly Cherry Evans, then Tom Trebojevic, Garrick again, and RTS rushed up Woodsy and brought him down.
Oh, there's a penalty here.
There's mitigation.
Well, that's a high tackle.
It's a high shot to G-Shrews court, but what they've done is they've realised Manly are looking to shift straight away, so they're just going with what we call the jam defence. The outside defenders are just getting up hard and putting some pressure on the outside man, because what we call indicator, the person who's probably going to get the ball most of the times at the back is Tom Trebojevic, and he's absolutely having a field day at the moment.
Triple M _ NRL. Victor the Vessel says, I left Newcastle on the M1 at 2 o'clock. Absolutely clear right all the way. Victor.
How about we chat about the game? Ruben Garrick's actually going to take the 2 here.
Yes.
Well, Millie, what you did miss was that Maroon absolutely dead set put the verdict and Moz on Ruben Garrick before he goes. He's 99% a chance to hit this goal, and he shanked it.
All right, maybe just don't say anything.
No.
He's only just out to the right, so...
No. Per-Tech kick predictor, 150,000. If he misses it, you both get a life supply of prawn cutlets.
Still waiting on my other one.
Yeah, we squared up in the end. You had 300,000 prawn cutlets on a double or nothing situation. 10 gone. Manly 4, Warriors 0. Ruben Garrick looking for the points here. A penalty goal. That's more like it for the Gerringong Lion. And the Beacon Trade scoreboard, Manly 6, Warriors 0.
Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia engineer and design their ducted systems for Australian conditions that you can trust. The experts in air.
Manly are off to another fast start, as they did last week against the Cowboys. Now, Manly has been the Warriors' most challenging opponent in the Kiwi club's history, holding a 66% win rate. When the two sides last met last year, it was a 22-all draw after extra time, so they'll definitely not be wanting to repeat history tonight.
Good on you. Thank you, Tiff. Bob Jane T-Marts. Buy 3, get 1 free, plus instant cash back on big brands. T's and C's apply. BobJane.com.au, 13-26-25. Manly 6, Warriors 0. Tavanga and Aloye. And Aloye is brought down by Aaron Clark. And he'll get up and play it back. Manly in possession. In fact, they've had, the possession's pretty even after the opening 10.5 minutes. Ball comes loose. Millie, simple knock on after points.
Yeah, it's a coach killer. Jake Trebojevic, very uncharacteristic for someone like him, but great defence from the Warriors there.
You mentioned it earlier, Maroon. Aaron Clark from the Gold Coast Titans has come over. He's one of those players that he's so hard to get down when he's carrying the ball, but physically, defensively, he has a big presence, and he just goes looking for that contact. So he's been a handy little pickup when they lose a player like Jazz Tavanga.
Expert comments for Seabus Super, making hard work pay off. Since 1984, Aaron Woods and Millie Elliott. Egan has the ball right side now. It's with Harris to Vita, and then it goes to Metcalf. And this is the first time in a long time we've seen the Warriors in an attacking position from dummy half. First receiver is Barnett inside the Westpac red zone. And Woodsy, you're not going to believe it, he's knocked it on.
Yeah, he has. It's a great shot from, I think it was Josh Alloway. As we see a little bit of a push and shove afterwards, two hotheads in the game. Alloway come up against Mitch Barnett. But I think it was a play went low on Barnett, and as he's sort of getting taken to the ground, Josh Alloway's got what we call a really good dip. Yeah, Luke Brooks tackles him from behind, and it just gets if you're watching how to do a great tackle technique under the ball, that is the perfect timing from Josh Alloway.
All right, go.
I wouldn't say they're really watching it, they're listening now. But if they do go back and watch, then they can see the tackle there. But
you're going to have fun with us, working for us.
You got to see now. You've picked him up on a mistake. He's coming for you.
No, I'm not.
You know what? There are those people at the footy that have the footy ears and they listen while they're watching. So maybe that you were talking to those people.
Hello, if you're listening from the hill.
Do we get reception at New Zealand?
Well, they listener on the listener app.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, the listener app. Played to Tavanga at dummy half. Short side they come. Olakawatu is brought down. And after a quick start, it's all settling down. Manly needs 6-0 on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Tavanga is a dummy half. And then it goes across Aloye Brooks. Turbo, Tommy Trebojevic is brought down in a good tackle there by Leotawa. At the play the ball, Brooks again. Then Ben Trebojevic up over halfway. It's a Maccas. I'm loving it moment. Tackle 5 says Adam G. And then Trebojevic short side to Brooks. Got the pass away. Out to his winger. Hopewadi kicks back in field. Turbo makes a mess of it. Well, maybe a kick wasn't the option.
Yeah, it looked like a pass back on the inside. Maroon would have done it. I think there was 2 supporters back on the inside, Clayton Fualo and Tommy Trebojevic. Just go with the simple option, Lee High.
On the Harvey Norman replay now, Lenovo computers and Acer computers, 20% off. In-store and online now, Millie.
Yeah, get in and get your computer.
Get in and get your bloody computer. Surely there's a Harvey Norman up there in Newcastle. I know there's about 10 of them.
No, there is. Shout out to Harvey Norman. Always supporting the game, the women's game as well.
They always supporting rugby league.
Harvey Norman's outstanding. Well, mate, they are very good supporters.
And penalty goes to the Warriors now. Let's have a look at that penalty count. 3-0. The penalties, in fact, as the Warriors get the penalty.
It was a big effort from Aaron Clark to chase back there and sort of... That's probably what put the doubt in Leo Hopewadi's mind, and he ended up moving for the kick where he probably could have got a pass. And on the back of it, it's been a big play to get that penalty. I'll tell you what, did you see the clip of Hawali Olakawatu level?
Yes.
Producer on Fox?
How good was that?
God.
I did watch that a few times.
Oh.
Did it make you miss being in rugby league?
Not one single bit, Millie. Not one single bit.
Did you obviously would have used to run at him?
He was one guy that you'd probably just look at and say, mate, gentleman's agreement. I just run at you, I'll go down. Or you run at me, you go down,
If
please.
it was a team thing, you go on his team.
Never.
Fisher Harris back inside. Harris to Vita. Sorry to interrupt you two. 25 metres out. Egan inside the Westpac red zone. Aaron Clark straightens up. Manly 6, Warriors 0, 14 and a half gone. And at the play the ball, it's Egan. Then it's Fisher Harris. He's 5 out. He straightens up, but he's brought down right in front of the sticks on tackle 4. Egan again right side. And then it was Harris to Vida, who got a pass away to Niokora, but the ball comes loose. And so Manly out of trouble again.
Yeah, they're the things that you want to see Luke Metcalf involve his game. Probably in these conditions, it's quite slippery and wet over in New Zealand. Last play puts Murata Niokora under a lot of pressure. Maybe go out the back or just try roll the ball in behind like they did previously and get a repeat set.
So this is Hopewadi once again for the Manly side. And Brooks goes into dummy half about 25 metres out. Here's Ruben Garrick away from 1. Aaron Clark's got him. Capel's got him 2.
I reckon Aaron Clark has probably made 20 tackles already.
Yeah.
Love to see the stat at half time.
We'd love to have a look at that for you. We'll get across that. Choice Hotels. As Manly get a penalty and a piggyback downtown at @NRL. This is one for you here, Millie Elliott, from Georgia, who lives in Cooks Hill, which is in Newcastle.
Yep, I do. I'm aware.
And she says, Georgia, that, and I'm quoting what she says, that you would think the fact that Millie is having a baby, perhaps her quote-unquote man might have driven her to Sydney.
To be stuck in a car for double the time, being frustrated with 2 people, it doesn't make sense.
So you're going to defend your man on this?
And also, where's the message from Georgia? I want to know.
Well, it's on this screen over here. You can't see.
Have you ever sat in a room with Adam before, Adam Elliott, for longer than half an hour?
No, but I
think Billy would have been happy to sit in the car for 4 hours.
I think I need to have a word to him. 31 metres out to Vanga, and then Jake Trebojevic, and then Brooks, and then Tommy. He tapped it onto Hopewadi inside the 20. One over the top. Has the pass gone forward? Yes, it is. I'm going to tell you, Woodsy, Hopewadi is possibly bombed 2 tries.
Maroon, I actually think it's the first one that was a forward pass from Tommy Trebojevic. The touch judge did not move. If you watch the replay, they're really having some real damage out this left edge for Manly. See, the one from Tommy Turbo which initiated. It was a great call from the touch judge. But, yeah, this right edge defensively for Warriors really need to be in sync. Some guys are coming out trying to come up with their own decision. Other guys on the inside, they're just not in sync at the moment.
They're not in sync, but it seems to be putting Manly off. They're rushing out. They're putting that pressure on Tom Trbojevic and their edge players, and they're forced to make these errors.
So, still 6-0 Manly over the Warriors. 17 and a half gone as Triple M rocks the footy. Egan's a dummy half, and now we come down toward the halfway line with Capel in possession, right on the halfway line. Played to Egan, and now RTS comes in looking for the ball. He's a long way from the ball out there on the wing, and plays it to Egan, who goes right side to Aaron Clark. Then it comes across, ends up with Nuakora. Over the halfway line they go as Triple M rocks the footy for Raymond Mackers. Tackle count restart, says Adam G. Back in field for Aaron Clark again. A beautiful tackle from Jakey Trbojevic to bring him down, and he'll get up and play it. Then a dummy half, it comes across for Harris Tavita inside the Westpac red zone. 15 out and centre field. Egan going right side to Clark, and then it went to Chance Nickel Trookster. Pulled down beautifully, 5 metres out. At the play the ball, it's Egan again. Then it's Fisher Harris. Then it's Barnett. Barnett will offload Willie. He won't get the chance. They'll tip him over. 3 metres out, just to the left-hand side of the upright. At the play the ball, left they go again. Harris Tavita. It goes out to... is it Harris Tavita now with the ball? And Harris Tavita goes over about 15 metres in from touch. So from Metcalf to Harris Tavita, just like that, Millie.
Yeah, it was great to see. They really worked Manly over on their left edge, and then they just swung it back to the right. Sorry, to Manly's right, and they got in there quite easily, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right, Millie. It looked quite easy, and I was sort of like wondering, did we got to watch the replay? It was an instruction, but it was just a poor read from Ruben Garrick. What I love is the deception from Wade Egan. That's something that the Warriors didn't use against Canberra Raiders in the round one in Vegas. He is so deceptive, so hard to defend when you're at marker and A. He sort of catches Josh Alloway and comes in, which makes the defenders on the outside have to bite in. So really looking forward to seeing Wade Egan link up and really help his halves out.
Chanel Harris Tavita gets the first try of the night for the Warriors, and the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Manly 6, Warriors 4. Tradies, big jobs, small jobs, tough jobs. Beacon Trades got the lighting, the fans, all the electrical to get it done. beacontrade.com.au.
This could be the thing that ignites the Warriors' attack. Look, they look a little bit low on confidence. There's been a lot of talk in the last 2 weeks about their halves. They're both runners of the ball. But to get a try like that, and it was quite soft, as Millie said, like you're sort of looking for a reason, how do they score? But this could ignite their attack.
Pertec kick predictor, 68%. Lukey Metcalf, 66%. Originally up from Port Macquarie way, I think. Woodsy, is that right? I know. Coffs. Okay. Well, I was in the general area. There's Metcalf, comes around, and right over the black dot. Beacon Trade scoreboard. We're locked up. 6-all as Triple M rocks the footy.
Surprise Fries is back at Macca's. Order medium or large fries to play on the My Macca's app. There's a 1 in 3 chance to win millions of prizes, plus a chance to go into the weekly draw to win $10,000 cash or one of their surprise prizes.
Chanel Harris Tavita locks in his 12th NRL career try, and the crowd absolutely loved it. Everyone was up on their feet, and we had the flames shooting along the sidelines. It's what this crowd needed. It's what the team needed. So let's see where they can go from here.
Thank you very much. On the sideline for Bob Jane, Tiffany Salmon, 6-all, and 19 minutes left in the first half.
You haven't told us you were spotted at Little Bay today with Miss Portugal.
Yeah, who spotted it?
Yeah, a couple of people rang me up and said I've seen that bloke walking around with just a pair of board shorts and no shirt on.
Oh, really? Down there at down there. I was down there today.
Yeah, down Little Bay. Yeah.
For the first time in 18 months, we didn't take the dog, and when we got home, he was filthy. He wouldn't even eat with us. Now this is Nuakora getting up to play it back to Egan, and then he gets the pass away to Fisher Harris. But I don't wear the budgie smugglers. I wear the full board short.
Yeah, they reckon you're wearing the 3/4 boardies.
No, I was wearing. I was.
Short longs or long shorts?
Yeah. I was wearing one of those Borat mankinis.
Oh, I hope you waxed.
Here's no, I didn't actually. Looked like something that had crawled out of the sand dune. Last play right on the halfway line. It comes across now, and there's the kick on tackle 5, high and down for Hopewadi, who takes it on the full 15 metres out. Then brought down by Nuakora. Beacon Trade scoreboard at 6-all. And as always, Triple M Rugby League for Ream Hot Water and Macca's. Surprise prizes back at Macca's with a 1 in 3 chance to win millions of prizes. Brooks, and then it goes across to Daly Cherry Evans. And now it's with Saab, and Saab's going to be brought down. He's a handful too. Harris DeVita eventually with the help of Capel to bring him down. DCE Sipley is out there now for the Manly side. They've got a lot of big boppers, Woodsy, your old club.
Yeah, they're a big side, and they've also got Matt Lodge, but he can't play till round 11. As we watch him shift again.
There's Hopewati, and Hopewati is met by Metcalf. And this will be the last play, says Adam G. with Trebojevic. Now DCE will kick from 45 out. Up it goes. Shams, Nickel Crookstar gets under it.
I did notice that when they came in for a little bit of a scruff before, how much bigger Manly actually looked than the Warriors pack, and taller as well. It's obviously a great advantage when you're running the ball up.
Now Roger Tuivasa-Sheck on tackle 3, his own side of the halfway line. Wade to Egan. Gets it away to Barnett. The way this game started, I just had an awful feeling Manly might run away with it, but we're back to level pegging as Egan goes straight through the middle and eventually pulled down. He made good yards there. Egan gets up to play it back. Shams Nickel Crookstar across to Metcalf, and Metcalf will kick from the halfway line. This is high and it's deep, and it's taken on the full by Tommy Trebojevic, who brings it back to the 20.
I know we're only nearly 25 minutes in, but it's good that we haven't seen any play the ball errors so far. Last night, Knights against the Dolphins, I think there would have been 5 or 6 errors in the play the ball. With the new rule coming in, you have to use your foot to push the ball back, like old school. What about you, Woodsy? Are you a roller and you're a pretender?
I cannot stand the rule because of the last 5 weeks, Millie. And you don't even have to touch it with your foot. You're just going to have
the motion of your foot. Yeah.
There's a poor play by Manly, and they've thrown it straight over the sideline. Jason Saab.
And this is what Millie said early on. They might not be in sync the Warriors' defensive line, but they're coming out and they're rushing Tommy Turbo. And he's done it again. He's got I think it is Tuivasa-Sheck or Adam Pompey. She's jammed him from the centre, and there was 2 attackers on the outside, but because he made Turbo force the pass and throws it over the sideline.
Now, Barnett to play it. 6-all, 16 till half-time. Egan. Fisher-Harris goes inside the 40. And Ethan Bullymore. Do you call him Bitcoin Bullymore, Woodsy?
Oh, mate, I used to try not to talk to him in the dressing chairs because all he wanted to talk about was the stock exchange.
Yeah.
You know me, mate. I've got no idea about it.
Yeah. I was watching Matty Johnson Cooper, and they were calling him Bitcoin Bullymore. Metcalf back in field to Niokore, who nearly put it down, but he juggled it. Did well. Played to Egan again. Got the ball away to Fisher-Harris inside the Westpac red zone once again. And he's 19 metres out on tackle 3. Played then to Egan. Tackle count restarts. Harris DeVita to Metcalf. The kid from Coffs Harbour is 10 metres out. And thank you for the 15 people who have tweeted through just to correct me. Egan is there, right side. It comes across to Aaron Clark. He'd love a try with his new club. It's tackle 2. Could the Warriors be next to score? To the left side. Then straight up the middle goes Capel. Out of 1. Brought down by Bullymore. And simply 2. At the play the ball, Egan will go right. Got the ball away to Clark once again. And Tavanga, they're starting to look a little bit weary around the ruck there, these Manly defenders. Egan, first receiver there is Metcalf, floats one across the top, and it ends up with Tuapiki, who comes back inside, evades 1, evades 2, goes right through the middle, and scores a cracking good try right beside the post. Pace! What a great individual try, Aaron Woods.
Oh, Pace, don't you love seeing it? It sort of was a dead end for Tapiki. Great cover defence, and Leo Hopewadi and Clayton Fualo, so he just steps back under. And I've got to watch the replay. It looked like a couple Manly defenders just stopped. They watched him. He steps around. He just gets topped simply. And the old New Zealand Warrior, Jazz Tavanga, This is great play for the Warriors. And we just spoke about it before. That try, the previous one they had, could have ignited the attack. And they look like they're a lot more confident, Mill.
Yeah, they do. And what I'm loving is Wade Egan's deception around dummy half. And you mentioned it before, Woodsy, but you don't know whether he's going to run. And the way that he passes, it's almost very...
So late.
Yeah, it's late, whether he's going to tip it on or whether he's going to go out the back. And I think that's what it holds the Manly defence in. It's great to see.
And that try has been confirmed. Manly 10. Manly trail the Warriors 10-6.
Yeah, but it's true.
Mate, I've had a big day at the beach today. I actually fell asleep.
You do look a little bit sunburned.
I was going to say, you look a little bit tan too.
I've had a little bit of time at the beach this morning too.
And where were you at? Were you at Merriweather?
I was at Merriweather.
Good. You get a day off, guys. Some of us had to work.
Yeah, well, that's right, well, you know.
Some of us are on the big bucks and some of us just do what we can,
He's
Woodsy.
been in Vegas doing nothing.
I know. 3 weeks, I hear.
I was in Vegas and you were ringing me for the goss every day.
Here is, and tell you what, you delivered too, don't worry. Pertec kick predictor, 98.9%. Luke Metcalf moves in for Pertec. She's right over the black dot. Beacon Trade scoreboard, Warriors 12, Manly 6, as Triple M rocks the footy.
If you're in the trade, Mitre 10 hopes you're enjoying the game. And at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre, you'll also enjoy expert service and top quality materials to help get the job done right. That's mighty helpful, Mitre 10.
Warriors fans have been very vocal about their concerns with Andrew Webster's decisions for the team's lineup, but Andrew Webster stood behind his men and said he wants to give these guys an opportunity to right their wrongs from Vegas, and it really looks like they're doing it tonight. Their attack looks a lot stronger. They're playing around with the ball a bit more, and they're really lighting up this crowd.
Thank you very much. On the sideline, tiff for Bob Jane T-Marts at _NRL. A friend of all of ours, Dave Prentice. Up there
He's not a friend of mine, actually.
Up there in Port Macquarie.
Yours.
He tells us that you left Newcastle at 4:30.
He's still, you know what about Dave Pratt? He's still chasing you for the bill that night at Bankstown.
and
Maroon invited him for dinner and he ended up having to pay for everybody.
No. Hey, Bankstown RSL shouted everyone. Dave walked in late and then Woodsy bludged after his food. Now, Chance Nickel-Klukstad is as we call Woodsy the paddle pop lion. Here's Egan and Fisher Harris at the halfway line. Warriors 12, Manly 6, 12 till half time. And then a dummy half, it's Egan. At first receiver there, Metcalf. And from the halfway line, he sends it high. It comes down. Oh, knocked on by Hopewati.
Wow.
Oh, Woodsy, I've seen him play better games.
Oh, he's normally safe as a house under there. But what it's done, the 12-6 scoreline, the Warriors fighting back. It's brought the crowd back into the game. Tiffany Salmon on the sideline mentioned it. They were quiet after the first try. But this crowd has got him right back in the game. You can just tell the momentum has swung massively.
He wasn't under too much pressure there. Yes, there were chasers, but there wasn't anyone directly on him in that line of threat. It was like he had sunk with the ball and lost sight of
you know
where
what
it
I'm
was.
saying, really? Bloody wingers.
Bloody wingers, yeah. Look, I've never really caught a high ball ever in a game of rugby league, but...
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is 5 metres out. And 29 minutes gone in the game. Played to Egan, right side, Aaron Clark, Fisher Harris. The new boys having a real crack tonight for the Warriors. And getting up to play it back. Right now we go to Metcalf at first receiver. Drops one back in for Niokora. And they're back down on Manly's line again. Tackle count restarts, it's Egan. Fisher Harris picks it up. Harris to Vita can't get away from the defence. And that freshman out there, I think it's Simpkin, yes it is. 10 metres out from the Manly line, centre of the park. It'll be played back to Egan again. Barnett, Bullymore, surely Bitcoin Bullymore was offside. 2 metres out from the Manly line. Just to the right side of the upright. Tackle count restarts. And Metcalf, got a little pass away. And they score. They score again. And it's Leotawa who scores for the Warriors. And they've gone back to lead the game by 16-6.
Yeah, they have, Maroon. The discipline for Manly has been so poor since they've got up 6-0. I think they gave away 3 repeat sets on their try line there. You just cannot do it. With the deception of Egan, holds up Benny Travojevic. And what I love about this play, Lukey Metcalf probably had a couple of end of sets that he wasn't happy with, but he takes it to the line. Young Clayton Fualo, there's so many options, didn't know who to defend, and he hits his centre man in Leotaia, and he gets a nice try for his first one of the night.
Yeah, look, they're playing with so much speed and playing the ball so quickly. And like you said, with the 3 repeat sets, defending the line 30 minutes in, and there's players who haven't made a change yet in the middle. It gets bloody tough.
So, all of a sudden, the Warriors have taken complete control of this game. Choice Hotel stat, last 10 minutes, they have had 74% of the ball on the Choice Hotel stats, just over half an hour gone. And now we've got Lukey Metcalf again. Pertec kick predictor says Luke Metcalf, 76%. So I'm backing him in here. Aaron.
You know what that means?
Yeah. He'll kick this. If he doesn't kick this, I'll punch myself in the head at half time.
Come on, please.
I'll punch myself in the head.
Please, Mr. Metcalf.
Come on, surely that's a chew.
Here he is. He moves in.
Just snuck in.
And I'll punch myself in the head anyway. Let's go down to the sideline for Bob Jane. Tiffany.
That was a great moment just then. After that try, Jazz Tavanga was coming off the field. This is his club of 9 years, and as he's walking along the sideline, he's just looking up at the crowd, standing on their feet, cheering for the Warriors, and he just had the biggest smile on his face. He had to love that moment.
BobJane.com.au, 13:26:25. And we're back at the halfway line. Another tweet coming in at _NRL. And Rainman says, do you guys give the Roosters any chance against Penrith tonight? Who'd like to answer that one first, Woodsy?
I'll probably do it because Billy is a Rooster.
Yeah.
I give him absolutely no chance, and I'm loving every part of saying that.
What about you, Mel?
Yeah, look, I don't see it happening. Lindsay Collins out, Victor Radley out, 2 of their best players, and a few inclusions for a very strong Penrith already.
Brian To'o's back. I used to hate playing against him.
Yeah.
They're the hardest people to tackle.
Totally true. Woodsy, you probably hated playing against him because you played about 10 years too long. Right on the halfway line now.
He's a smart guy.
He is.
You just hang in there, and something's going to happen.
Yeah, you'll pay that house off before you know it. There's a kick from Metcalf, taken on the full by Hopewati, who is brought down 9 metres out.
It's amazing what points on the scoreboard does, Maroon. The kick chase from the Warriors there, they had a straight line, as we see a huge hit from Jackson Ford who just come on the field, but it's just ignited the Warriors. They've brought them so much back into the game.
And now Benny Trebojevic, but they really are playing with real vigour at the moment, the Warriors. And here's Bullimore, he tries his best to cart it forward, and he does, but they still drag him back 2 metres. And he'll get up and play it back to Simpkin at dummy half. Then it goes to Tommy Trebojevic. Don't hurt him. It's only round 2. 20 metres out. Played, then it comes across for Daly Cherry Evans. And it's deep inside the 40, but the kick goes straight down the middle and bounces up. And Tuapiki gives it to Nickel Kluksta, who gets caught in the Malachi crunch and brought down 5 metres his own side of the halfway line. Metcalf is there. Tuapiki now throws the dummy. Straightens up. Oh, I like this kid. He really hits the line hard, Woodsy.
Yeah, he does, and he's just catching the defence. There's no one to pass to, and he almost slices through as we see another great carry from Tuivasa-Sheck.
And played then to Egan, and it went on to Harris Tavita. So, again, Egan at dummy half. Then to Brown, and then it went Jack Ford, who gets completely dacked. And he's wearing a lovely pair of budgie smugglers in club colours. Dylan Walker, then the kick to the in-goal area. Jason Saab has to play with it. He kicks it dead in goal.
It's amazing what a few points will do. Look at the defence of the New Zealand Warriors. They are just turning up and they're bashing them. Manly had to make that kick from the 40-metre line. They got nowhere in that set. And, yeah, they've turned it around to a repeat set here.
It's a great move from Coach Andrew Webster of the Warriors to bring Dylan Walker in the last 6-7 minutes of this half. He could really cause some havoc around the middle third of the footy field.
Now, _M_NRL as a short drop out just falls. It's going to fall in the way of the Warriors. _M_NRL. Kingy says, I'd like to get Big Woodsy in the big truck. I don't know what he means by that, Kingy, but you are an attractive man. I'll give him that. 10 metres out, Jackie Ford has it for the Warriors. Gets up and plays it back. It goes across to Brown, then Metcalf, then Niokora. They're 8 metres out. Warriors 18, Manly 6 on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. It's played back. It ends up with Brown again. He throws the dummy, the veteran. Palms his way out of one and changes direction and links with Nickel Klukstar, who comes left side, and he's brought down in a good tackle by Ula Kawatau, who we haven't seen much of in the first half. Then a dummy half, it'll go to Metcalf. Straight up the middle, Niokora again, and gives a couple of them a headache as he comes charging through. Gets up and jumps on top of one of them. Tackle 2, Egan and Brown, and then Metcalf's kick, chasing it through. He gets away from Pompey Tommy and gets back in the field of play. It's a Maccas I'm loving at the moment, Aaron Woods.
Yeah, it's great. It was a great play from Luke Metcalf. I know he didn't get a repeat, but he's got men on their try line, and what Millie said earlier on in the last couple of sets, they have really revved up defensively. It's play 3 and they're on their 13-metre line, so this is great long game by the Warriors.
4.5 minutes left in the first half. Brooks is there, and Hopewati is there now too. He's going to be brought down as he gets up. He'll play it back then to Brooks. Brooks is taken in a good tackle by Barnett. 4 minutes left in the half. Simpkin to DCE.
I think there's a problem with Luke Metcalf. He come into a tackle on Hopewati there, and he just pulled himself out and didn't even get back into the defensive line. I think the trainers have gone straight to him. This could be disastrous for the Warriors.
He couldn't be injured again, could he, Luke Metcalf? He couldn't be. We'll get Tiffany Salmon to keep an eye on that for Bob Jane as the ball is played to Harris Tavita and then to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
Only 23 metres made in that set from Manly. They're finding it hard to come out of their own end, and you're just on the back foot when you're constantly trying to defend in Warriors good ball.
Tuapiki is there, Egan now. Jack Ford toward the halfway, and then he'll play it 5 metres short. Another former South Coast boy. Plays it to Egan. Ducks out a dummy half. Gets away from one. Barnett now. It goes out to Niokora. Oh, now he's in a space. Liatawa. And he's brought down 25 metres out. He'll get up and play it back. Tuapiki at dummy half. Then Egan. Then Walker. Then it comes across to Harris Tavita. Up it goes. Up goes Roger. Takes it on the full. Can he get the pass away? And it's tackle 5. Changeover.
There's already loose contact from Roger. Got a changeover.
Millie, look, Manly will do well to hold them out for 3 minutes.
Yeah, they will. And you just saw in that last break that the Warriors made on that right edge that there was no pressure on that 5th tackle there because they were still retreating back. Manly was still retreating back and they just had nothing left. They'll do well, like you said, to go 3 minutes without a try.
Now this is...
look at this. They're just swarming in the Warriors. But Manly's play the ball has completely slowed down. The forwards got nothing to play off the back of, and they're just getting absolutely ganked coming out of their own end.
Here's Sipley, 21 metres out on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. There is 2 minutes left in the first half. Jake Trebojevic, Cherry Evans, Tommy Trebojevic, Ruben Garrick, taken by Pompey. That might have been a crusher, that. If we were having a crusher crackdown, that would have been a crusher. But we're not having we're having a tunnel ball in the play the ball crackdown. DCE kicks it through, tries to be hindered by Capewell. Capewell gets to the ball first.
If Cherry had his time back again, that is not the play you want to come up with. 18-6 down with 2 minutes left in the clock. He's just given the ball away. He's chipped and chased from his own 50. Kurt Capewell, a great player, read it like a book, so could put Manly under pressure here.
Tuapiki now, @NRL. Archie Banners says, how is Woodsy enjoying the breakfast show?
I'm loving it. It's a great crew. You got Bowie Ryan, you got Cat Lynch. It's been good fun, but we're losing Bowie for a couple of weeks to the Amazing Race, which is disappointing. We've got Merrick Watts on board now.
I'm giving Cat MVP, most valuable player, me old mate Cat. Now here's Jackie Ford, straight up the middle. Brought down by Ruben Garrick. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first half. Warriors 18, Manly 6. And then to Walker. Did well to pick it up, Metcalf. Got the pass away to Nickel Klukstar. Back to Dylan Walker. Dylan Walker. Walker puts a kick in. It was never on. Or was it? A Manly player gets there first and will play it 10 metres out. 50 seconds left in the first half.
That went to about 4 different people on the 5th tackle there, and nobody wanted to kick it. They were trying to find a better option, and They found it in Walker, but it wasn't the answer.
Now the ball comes across. Expert comments from Seabus Super. That's Millie Elliott, who joins the Triple M team for season 2025 on a substantial 3-figure deal. Now this is Ben Trebojevic. Me and Millie host.
Are you getting paid for this?
Me and Millie host. Yes. Yeah, I'm getting Coca-Cola and Triple M stickers. Tom Trebojevic, quick hands. Tommy, Saab up the sideline, but a beautiful tackle from Nickel Klukstar to bring him down. And I don't know what the problem is here, but anyway, that will be half-time. The siren sounds in the background. The clock's just a little bit off. We're having some fun tonight and the footy's good. A g'day to all the truckies, wherever you might be, Uber drivers, cabbies, shift workers, miners. We love having you guys on board and those listening through the app, the listener app, LISTNR, right across Australia and across into New Zealand and via whatever Triple M you are listening to. It's brought to you thanks to Ream Hot Water, built tough for Aussie conditions. When it comes to hot water, tell your plumber to install a Ream. Doing it for Aussies for 80 years. Surprise fries at Macca's. Order medium or large fries to play on the My Macca's app. There is a 1 in 3 chance to win millions of prizes, plus a chance to go into the weekly draw to win 10k cash. Now it's half-time. Aaron Woods, Millie Elliott, Tiffany Salmon and Anthony Maroon. Warriors 18, Manly 6 as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton. Dive into the minds of investigative journalists and researchers to uncover well-kept secrets with listeners' lineup of investigative podcasts. Download the app and search Uncover.
Traffic.
Triple M Sydney traffic.
The Domain dining sale is on now. Shop up to 40% off dining and occasional furniture. Domain, your exclusive furniture and bedding destination. In Bellwood, we've got a 2-car crash taking out an eastbound lane on the M4. Penrith, look out for a crash closing an eastbound lane on High Street at the Great Western Highway. And in North Sydney, look out for a bus breakdown on the Pacific Highway northbound off-ramp to Arthur Street. Fire up the barbie with Harris Farm Markets. Economy B5 fillet, now $29.99 a kilo. Save $10 per kilo. Head in today or shop online to fire up your summer feast. Win free tolls for an entire year. The M's pay your M's. For your chance to win, keep it locked on Sydney's Triple M.
Switchboards. Work. Invoicing. Work. Circuits. Work. Unpaid invoices. Work. Transformers. Work. Twiddling your thumbs for so long while waiting to get paid that you grow little thumb biceps and start challenging people to thumb wars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who declares a thumb war? Work. Do less work with Solo by MYOB, the new admin app for sole operators that gets you paid with your phone in one tap. Sign up for Solo at myob.com.
Life's full of ups and downs. Enjoying the silly season break. Looking forward to the Easter break. Having to go back to work in between. Bailey Ladders can help turn your downside up with 10% cash back. Spend $500 on Bailey gear and redeem online 10% cash back up to $100. Back to work is looking up with Bailey Ladders. For a limited time, T's and C's apply. See baileyladders.com.au.
Frank from Midas here. If you've chosen fun size or something with a little bit more grunt, we've got ya. Small car service start from $199. Large car and SUV start from $249. Book yours today. Midas. You can rely on us. Conditions apply.
Knocking off early, are we? We know being on the tools since sunup ain't easy. At least you're with Cbus. We work hard to provide strong, long-term returns for when you knock off for the last time. Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance. Read the PDS and TND to decide if Cbus is right for you.
9 News is your news. Join the 9 News team for the stories that matter. Made in Sydney, for Sydney. For the full day's wrap-up, 9 News, nightly at 6.
Go Harvey Norman for the hottest deals on the best brands in tech. Right now, up to 20% off Lenovo and Acer computers, like the Acer Aspire Go, now below $348, save $150. Or save $230 on the Core i5 Acer Aspire Go, now $668. Get in quick and grab a bargain on powerful Lenovo IdeaPad with 16 gig RAM and 1 terabyte storage, now $998 while stocks last. Harvey Norman, best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed. Conditions apply.
G'day, I'm Merv Hughes, and so am I. You know, the KGM Ssangyong Musso is the 2025 Drive Car of the Year, Best Dual Cab Ute, under 50k. That's 2 years in a row. Back to back, that's what I just said. With its 3.5 tonne towing, 7-year warranty and 4x4 turbo diesel built in Korea, it's no wonder it's won it again. A car so nice, it won it twice. Good on ya. The KGM Ssangyong Musso, the 2025 Drive Car of the Year, Best Dual Cab Ute, under 50k.
Time to send your internet provider to the bunker for review? Make the right call by picking Aussie Broadband. Aussie Broadband's high-speed plans can handle the demand of streaming every round on the big screen, so you don't miss a single big hit, tackle or try. Plus, with their 100% Aussie-based customer service team, you'll always have a home ground advantage with fast internet and faster support. Aussie Broadband, the actual Aussie way. Switch today at aussiebroadband.com.au.
Back your business with Energy Australia and get energy solutions from a dedicated team of experts. Search Energy Australia or call 1800 709 510.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
Welcome back. It's half time at Game On Media Stadium in Auckland. I'm okay, yes. Yep. I'm just listening to three voices at once, and two of them are just imaginary. Warriors 18, Manly 6. Go Media Stadium, not Game On Stadium.
It is a Game On, though.
Well, there is a Game On, isn't there? And let's go to you, Aaron, while I just put my false teeth back in.
Mate, honestly, Manly, they've come with the mindset of just shifting. They did it in the first set of the game. The ball hits the deck. They come up with it the second time they touch it. They score straight away, but they've got to go with that mindset of just playing the long game. They look so much better when they get in the grind. But the Warriors, Manly have brought the Warriors back into the game, which brought the crowd into the game, and they just could not stop the momentum. They're probably lucky to only be down 18-6 at the moment.
Yeah, it's a very. What am I trying to say here? They look very dominant. Warriors do, and it's yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm with Maroon here.
I think you know what.
The half time is just.
You know what? I think what we'll do is, Millie.
Why don't we just start this again?
Next year, me and you will have a few trials, like the players do. We'll have a few trials before we go live to the NRL. But look, it is half time. It's still anyone's game. Warriors 18, Manly 6. Who's been stand out for the Warriors, Woodsy?
Oh, I've loved what the middle forwards have done. The starting pack in Aaron Clark, James Fisher-Harris and Mitch Barnett. They've led the way. They've all got over 10 carries, and they're laying a platform, and Manly just haven't been able to stick with them after the first 10 minutes. They've completely blown them off the park.
Okay, half-time, Warriors 18, Manly 6. Millie and Woodsy will take a break. We'll come back with the second half in 2 minutes as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
Well, geez, they're working hard out there, and all Cbus members are kicking back, enjoying the game. Just know that your super fund is working hard for you too, securing strong long-term returns for the retirement you've earned. Cbus Super making hard work pay off. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if Cbus is right for you. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
It's game time. Western Sydney Wanderers take on Melbourne Victory March 15. Get your tickets now at ticketek.com.au.
Triple M Sydney traffic.
The Domain dining sale is on now. Shop up to 40% off dining and occasional furniture. Domain, your exclusive furniture and bedding destination. In Bellwood, we got a two-car crash taking out an eastbound lane on the M4. Penrith, look out for a crash closing an eastbound lane on High Street at the Great Western Highway. And in North Sydney, look out for a bus breakdown on the Pacific Highway northbound off-ramp to Arthur Street. Fire up the barbie with Harris Farm Markets. Economy B5 fillet, now $29.99 a kilo. Save $10 per kilo. Head in today or shop online to fire up your summer feast. Win free tolls for an entire year. The M's pay your M's. For your chance to win, keep it locked on Sydney's Triple M.
Got equipment to sell? Ritchie Brothers helps you reach more buyers and get the best returns. With auctions happening year-round, we connect sellers with thousands of bidders from the construction, transport and agriculture industries. Sell with the best. Sell with confidence. More buyers, better results. It's that simple. Reach more, get more with Ritchie Brothers. Start selling today at rbauction.com.au.
Hey Brownie, did you see the massive hanger I took on Super Saturday Live?
Sure did, Bobby Hill. Fox Footy has exclusive live footy this Saturday, available on KO Sports. Can you believe it?
Super Saturday Live on KO Sports. Get on board.
Surprise Fries is back at Macca's. Order medium or large fries to play on the My Macca's app. There is 1 in 3 chance to win millions of prizes, plus a chance to go into the weekly draw to win 10k cash or one of our surprise prizes. This year, prizes include DoorDash for a year, $1,000 Oz sale gift card, free 13 cabs for a year, $2,000 Prezi gift card, exclusive Macca's merch, free Macca's food like Big Macs, Quarter Pounders or cheeseburgers. Check it out at Macca's.
Why do millions of Australians use Instant Scripts for their healthcare needs?
Being able to talk to an Instant Scripts doctor anytime, day or night, helps us feel better already.
Requesting a medical certificate is easy.
Getting my script tonight is so simple.
Over 2 million Australians have turned to Instant Scripts for their healthcare needs. Our doctors are here for you 24/7. Visit us online at instantscripts.com.au. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Shh. Can you hear that? That's the sound of superior technology. With over 25 years of innovation, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries excels in engineering air conditioning tailored to Australian conditions. You won't see it or hear it, but you'll feel the difference. Whisper quiet, efficient performance for your home or office. Experience the sound of superior technology. Put your trust in Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, the experts in air.
Right now at BP, you can win free fuel every hour or win Qantas flights every hour too. Fly into BP for your chance to win with BP Rewards. T's and C's apply. Permit number New South Wales TP/00765.
Frank from Midas here. If you've chosen fun size or something with a little bit more grunt, we've got ya. Small car service start from $199. Large car and SUV start from $249. Book yours today. Midas. You can rely on us. Conditions apply.
At Woolworths, we're partnering with the Salvation Army to help those communities most affected by recent events in southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales. You can help too by making a donation to the Salvation Army of any amount in our stores or online. 100% of funds raised through Woolworths until March 20 will go directly to the Salvation Army's Cyclone Alfred appeal. For more information, visit salvationarmy.org.au. Woolworths is authorised to fundraise on behalf of the Salvation Army Australia until 13 January 2026.
At the end of a long day on the tools, there's nothing like swapping the high-vis for your team's colours. While you're waiting for kickoff, rest assured Cbus is still working hard for you, securing strong long-term returns for the retirement you've earned. Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if Cbus is right for you. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M.
Triple M rocks footy. Halftime highlights.
Get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre.
Now DCE, now Tommy Trebojevic, quick hands, Garrick, and Saab down the sideline, got support, Tommy over the 30, into the Westpac red zone, and just like that, Manly score right beside the post, inside the opening 3. 3 metres out, just to the left-hand side of the upright. Have to play the ball. Left they go again. Harris DeVita. And Harris DeVita goes over about 15 metres in from touch. So from Metcalf to Harris DeVita, just like that. First receiver there is Metcalf. Floats one across the top, and it ends up with Tuapiki, who comes back inside. Evades one, evades two, goes right through the middle, and scores a cracking good try right beside the post. Comes down, knocked on by Hopawati. Metcalf, right, got a little pass away. Leotawa, who scores for the Warriors, and they've gone back to back to back. It's half time. Warriors 18, Manly 6. And you can get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre. We welcome in listeners through Triple M all over Queensland, down into New South Wales, and of course everybody around Brisbane and northern New South Wales, Gold Coast, Fraser Coast, wherever you were affected by cyclone and flood activity. We hope you are all travelling along nicely as you can be at the moment. We're thinking of you. Get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre as the boys come out for the second half. Quick as we can, Woodsy, your old mate Clem's just gone on board with a new club.
Yeah, he has. He's just signed with the St George Illawarra Dragons. He starts on Monday, but he won't be able to play for 2 weeks because they've got the bye next week.
Yep.
So hopefully all the best. He's moved on. Tigers are happy. He's happy now, and let's just play some footy.
Yeah, he'd be good for the Dragons, Mill.
Yeah, he will be, and they've got some great players down there. It'll be interesting to see how they go, and I'm sure it'll be much better than last year.
And I'm sure it's much better than a lot of people think. You know, there's no way they're going to finish last.
The Dragons?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think what Shane Flanagan's building there, you've seen the game last week, they almost come back and push the Bulldogs for the whole 80 minutes, but it's an 80-minute game. But I do reckon they will not be at the bottom of the table.
Who do you think will be at the bottom of the table?
Well, I actually tipped Parramatta last week before a ball was
for the wooden spoon.
Because you don't know how long Mitchell Moses is going to be out for.
Very true.
There's the kick-off. We're underway here. Second half, if you've just joined us on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Warriors 18, Manly 6. Why are you looking at me, Richie?
Who do you think's going to come last, Maroon?
I don't like to make those comments as I was never a professional footballer, but I think it'll be the Cowboys, if anyone else.
Ooh, really?
Yes, I think it'll be the Cowboys. It's hard to pick who'll come last this year. It's harder than...
I reckon all the teams have got better, and the margin there's not really many bad teams anymore.
No, we're not going to see what we saw last year.
Hopefully not.
Now, this is Brooks kicking, but the poor old Dolphins didn't get any luck, did they? After the cyclone, they had to move a game down here, and then they had to play a game in Newcastle, so they couldn't have asked for a harder start.
No, well, I mean, Roosters have got a pretty hard start, haven't they?
Well, they have. Yes. Well, they have. They have. They really have. That's a fair call.
No, look, there are a few Queensland teams that obviously had to sacrifice a little bit to leave the floods and families and whatnot, but unlucky Queensland.
Yeah, that's all you can do is just head down, bum up.
That's it.
No. Heads down, bum up.
Heads down, bum up.
They got a couple.
Mate.
Do you get paid to say that?
No, we've got to go to Queensland soon enough. We love Brisbane. Ball comes back across now for Metcalf to kick it down and to be taken by Hopewadi. You don't love Brisbane, is that what you're saying?
I don't, but I reckon Maguire's got them flying at the moment, and they will be in the top 4.
If they don't finish top 4, I will buy you...
You'll punch yourself in the face.
I will. I'll punch myself in the head. I'll punch him in the head. There you go. I'll punch him in the head. And then I'll punch myself in the head. Now this is Tommy playing it to Simpkin. Then it goes across to Saab. And he'll be pulled down by Pompey. 2 gone second half. Then it comes across to Sipley. And Sipley is up toward the halfway line.
Obviously a bit of a different start than last week, Woodsy. What do you think Siebes has said in the sheds at half-time?
Oh, look, I think Siebes would be really filthy about... They would have come in with a plan, Millie, so they would have wanted to shift. It's just the way that they're competing, the discipline. They've given away 7 set starts. That is just... It's not on, and 3 penalties. They're just inviting the Warriors back. I remember when we were there last year, he just always used to say, we cannot bring the crowd into the game because the momentum that gets behind the Warriors. And we see Cherry Evans just reel out of the tackle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clutching at his foot there.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on that, DCE. But Manly do have a good record, a very good record against the Warriors. I don't know if that comes to an end tonight. Warriors lead 18-6. Egan, Walker.
They do, Maroon, but it's just their middle at the moment. They're just the Warriors come out at half time. They're just finding their front. They're getting quick play the balls, and Manly just really struggling to stop it.
And the kick there from Harris to Vitar. Taken on the full by Saab. Got away from 1.
How much do you think that the home team advantage, the fans really get behind him, getting behind the players really make a difference?
Oh, it's massive. As you can see with Manly, as they go for a one-on-one rake from Dylan Walker, but he just propels the ball a little bit forward. Manly are a different side at Brookvale. Like the side that you've seen from Manly last week is completely different to what you're seeing at the moment. The crowd gets right behind you. It just gives you, I don't know how to say it. You go into a game and you want to talk about being quiet and stopping the momentum, but it's so hard to do.
Yeah. It's a little like Newcastle. I was there last night, Thursday night, 8 o'clock, you know. The amount of kids that are there that are going to school in the morning, they don't leave until 10:30. You know, they just love their footy. They get behind it. They get behind the chant. And
it's also a different experience for the away teams.
Yeah.
They're not used to doing what they're doing at the moment. Like Manly don't travel. They don't fly every week. So to put yourself in a different comfort zone, it's completely different.
And the ball is played then to Bullymore. By their own side of the halfway line. Manly with the ball and, ruck infringement. Penalty goes to Manly, just their own side of the halfway line. Just having a look at that penalty count. It is 3-2 now on the Triple M Choice Hotel stats.
Play the ball. Only a play the ball, Maroon, because it was over the 40-metre line.
Play the ball.
Could you say that again, please?
No, it should have been a 6 again on the core straight away.
Yep.
But referee, the G-string, Adam G, gave it a penalty, but it was only a 6 again infringement.
Now Trebojevic, Daly Cherry Evans, Ulakawatu, taken by Niokora and driven back.
I'll tell you what, the Warriors left edge has done a great job in Capewell and Harris Tavia in stopping Olakawatu, who's been very limited in the first 40 minutes of the game.
6 more here.
Simpkin, then Jake Trebojevic straightens up. Pull down about 15 metres inside Warriors territory. Simpkin again. Then it goes to Daly Cherry Evans. Ulakawatu. Good defence from the Warriors, stops him again. They've had a lot of ball opening 5 minutes of the second half. Manly. Simpkin has it now. Brooks has got it. And then he gets the pass away to Bullimore, who was brought down by Walker on play the ball at Simpkin. Then it's Brooks and drops one back in for Ben Trebojevic. Last tackle now, says referee Adam G. From the dummy half, first receiver is Daly Cherry Evans. Brooks now, quick hands required. Saab for the corner. Nobody in front of him. Did he get it down okay? Because if he did, Woodsy, that was a pretty easy try.
Yeah, it was, and it looked like what we noticed in the first half. Millie caught it. The defenders aren't on the same page. It looked like both defenders were coming in. One was going for the centre, and the other one looked like he was looking for Tom Trebojevic, who wasn't there. They defended the wrong man, and basically Jason Saab catches it and strolls over easily. But it didn't look like he was confident when he put the foot down. It looked like he slammed it down a little bit. It'd be interesting to see this one on the slow motion.
Yeah, here it is, Harvey Norman replay now. Millie, if you'd like to have your say.
Look, the pass from Brooks didn't really look like it was going to anyone, to be honest. It could have been the centres, it could have been the wingers.
Has he got that down?
Oh, wow.
Has he got control of that, Millie? Has he gone over the line, Saab?
I'd like to see another angle. It looked like he dropped it from that angle, but all you need is a blade of grass. And he didn't really need to dive like that, I don't think.
Yeah, well, I've seen it. No, he's dropped that. He has dropped that. And now,
he knew straight away. He got up, and you know when you get up, you normally celebrate. He hasn't got really good body language, but, geez, he didn't even need to put it down. Like, he just slid over.
Chance wasn't that close to him. He didn't.
And Sabi's the quickest in the competition.
He was going to get there.
Oh, my.
That's going to really bite them on the backside, that, because surely he's dropped that, and he knows it, and he's nervous.
That's a guilty look. That's a guilty look. You know when you're in trouble with your mother and you just try not to look at her?
Yeah. The eyes are looking up at the screen.
On the way back, though.
Oh, he's confirmed it.
You're joking. They've confirmed that, says Adam G. Well,
they must have had an angle that we didn't see.
Well, Millie, we certainly had an angle that showed he dropped it.
That's what I mean.
Try confirmed, and Jason Saab knows he dropped it. Now he's telling DCE, I dropped that, you know.
Cherry's laughing.
Yeah. And the G-string's thinking he dropped it too, but someone in the bunker has given a try, and it shouldn't have been given. Warriors 18, Manly 10. Pertek kick predictor for a reliable performance. Turn to Pertek, drama resistance since 1980. Ruben Garrick from the sideline
Plenty of boos from the Warriors fans. They're not happy with that one.
Waved away. He's missed that one, Ruben. Let's go down to you, Tiffany Salmon.
That booing from the crowd was almost deafening, and looking at the Manly bench, they were even laughing to themselves. I don't even think they know why that happened or how that call came about, but they'll take it anyway. I do have a quick halftime. Oh, back to you.
No, you're right. Go for your life, Tiff. Plenty of time. Take it away.
Okay, I do have a quick halftime update from the coaches. It was short and sweet from Andrew Webster. Defensive focus was his talk in the sheds. All he wants is the team to build momentum. And I did ask about Luke Metcalf, as he looked like he was injured, but he is fine, just a few stitches on the nose. Anthony Seibold was not happy with his team, but hey, maybe that try has cheered him up. Yeah, thank you, Tiff. He's certainly got a stroke of luck there. Pocket even more savings at Bob Jane T-Marts. Buy 3 and get 1 free. Bridgestone, Yokohama, Kumo. And get up to $150 instant cash back on Pirelli and Bridgestone tyres. 13, 26, 25. Warriors 18, Manly 10. Simpkin. Then to Jake Trebojevic. Good defence from Capel. And so to Barnett. Very controversial try. For mine, Woodsy, that was no try.
Yeah, well, I'm a Manly supporter and backing Manly. Capel's hurt himself here.
Yeah. And Manly get a penalty. Hang on, did you just say you're a Manly supporter?
I am a Manly supporter.
I thought you were a Tigers man.
I grew up being a Manly supporter, Maroon.
Well, I don't know who you're a supporter. I mean, you played for all the clubs.
But that was no try, mate. That was no try.
Yeah. Here it is again, Harvey Norman replay. What's happened here? Shoulder there. Capel, the left shoulder.
The penalty, though, was for a high tackle on.
Is that a stinger or is...
That looks painful.
Yeah. In any case, Manly have got a penalty, and they are about 15 their own side of the halfway line. Momentum with them at the moment. The reliable Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten a Triton. 10 years warranty and 10 years cap price servicing.
These are what bad calls from the bunker do to games. They completely change their momentum. Would have been 18-6, a 20-metre restart, 7 tackles. Now it's 18-10. Manly get on play 3, get a penalty, get a piggyback, and could bring the game even closer in one try.
So this kick has found touch, and 10 metres inside the Warriors' end, it's tapped. It's with Daly Cherry Evans, and then it goes to Bullimore, and Bullimore is about 10 metres inside Warriors' end of the field, with 9 minutes gone in the second half. Played then to come across Jake Trebojevic. They put it down. Oh, it's been picked up by Egan, and he's away. Over the 40, over the 30. They chase him into the Westpac red zone and bring him down 12 metres out. Great play. That's what they needed, the Warriors. Quick play the ball. It goes across now to Metcalf, but he straightens them up and takes them on his own. He's 10 metres out from the Manly line. Is there a try coming up? They get into dummy half once again. First receiver there is Jackie Boy Ford. Turns to pass and is brought down 4 metres out from the Manly line. And he'll get up and play it back. Egan is there. Right in front of the post. Throws the dummy. Reaches out. I think that's a try to Wade Egan. And the Warriors go up 22-10.
The man that started to pick up the loose ball and made the line break, Maroon. I've got a question for you. Adam G blows 6 again from the line break. For me, that is a professional foul. That should be a 10-minute sin bin.
Yes.
I don't understand. I just don't get what the referees are doing, but common sense, thank God, that we see Wade Egan. We're watching the replay. Jake Trebojevic comes up with a loose ball. But Wade Egan, great hooker, picks up the loose ball, makes about a 50, 60-metre break. Leo Hopewadi stops him. But it's Wade Egan. Millie caught it early. It's a deception at dummy half. You don't know what he's going to do. He does it so late and so sneakily and just pops his head underneath. He would have been on the tip sheet all week. He's one of those players who's that good. Manly players would have spoke about this. It just didn't stop it.
No, it didn't. And he just got on the inside of Tanella Paseka there. And when a big guy up against a little guy, you can't give up your inside shoulder. And especially on the hookers, you're calling them out non-stop. Sometimes. And it's happened to all of us, Woodsy.
It does. It's nothing worse when you do video on a Monday.
It's nothing worse.
Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard, New Zealand Warriors 22, Manly 10, but this is a conversion from virtually right in front. Pertek kick predictor, 99% for reliable performance. Turn to Pertek drama resistance since 1910. Our callers tonight, we have the great man Aaron Woods from the Triple M Brekkie Show, We have Millie Elliott and we have Tiffany Salmon on the sideline at Go Media Stadium. Warriors 22, Manly 10, and now Metcalf to add the extras, and I'm glad to see he's not injured. He's out there. He's A-OK. He's had perfect kicking stats today on the Choice Hotel stats. Over it goes. Warriors 24, Manly 10 on the sideline for Bob Jane, Tiffany Salmon.
That is the 20th NRL career try for Wade Egan in his 6th campaign with the New Zealand Warriors, and that is just sweet, sweet revenge for this crowd after that frankly disgraceful try from Manly.
Gee, he's been there 6 seasons already. That's gone quick. Thanks, Tiff. Good try. Yeah, well deserved from a great young bloke, and well, justice is served. It's 24-10.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to agree with Tiffany there. To turn it around and to get a try straight after that try scored against them.
_NRL. Charlie asks the question. I don't know if this is a personal question or not, Millie. Charlie asked the question, have you any names picked out?
You know what, Maroon?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a girl thing or not. I probably had a list of names on my phone since I was about 15 or 16. Names have definitely gone in and out, but I don't know. Are there any girls listening? Can they attest to that?
Yeah, right. So you're answering the question with a question, which is you make a good politician.
I was at the park one day and I heard him yell out, Buster, come here, for a dog.
I had a horse, Buster.
And now I've got my son Buster here.
Oh, Buster's a great name.
I love the name Buster.
And your other boy's Mac.
And Coco.
Yeah, and like...
I love Coco Pops.
I like those kind of names, tough names. Saab now 20 metres out from his own line. Warriors 24, Manly 10. So you don't want to divulge any of the names.
Oh, look, probably not.
No,
maybe if someone...
It's a bit of a person.
Maybe if someone were to ask me, in person, maybe not on air, but Aaron and Maroon aren't on the list, I'll just say.
Okay, well, that's a bit rude. That's a bit rude. You couldn't... you weren't... We didn't ask you who's not on the list. We asked you who is on the list. Now, this is... the starting front rower, Paseka, on the halfway line for Manly. They trail 24-10, but they're not done yet. Simpkin gets it away to Tommy Trbojevic. Then Daly Cherry Evans is taken quite easily by Harris Tavita and Capewell. And brought down tomorrow, we've got the Dragons and the Rabbitohs live on Triple M. Brooks' kick is very high and comes down for Nickel Klukstad to take it on the full 5 out from his own line. And then he's eventually brought down by Jake Trbojevic as it comes across to Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
They've really got to find a way of bringing Roger Tuivasa-Sheck into the game instead of just using him as a battering ram. He's one of the blokes that can just beat the first tackle every time, the first defender, sorry. He's got great late fit. Oh, he go for early 40-20.
Early 40-20, but it's not going to get there, because Tommy Trbojevic gets back there and picks it up on the 20 and will be stopped 30 on his 30. 20 metres his own side of the halfway line. Still time for Manly. Played then to DCE. Saab throws a very ordinary pass for Brooks, and that looks a little bit, I don't want to say panicky, but a little bit, what would you call that, Woodsy?
I think it's more frustration, Maroon. They've come with a mindset of shifting, but they've got to play the long game. The Warriors kicked on play 3 there, and they've just really revved up defensively. It's not the moment to be shifting. You're shifting off a slow play. The ball, the line gives time for the line to get up and put pressure, which makes it a hard pass.
Here's Tommy Trbojevic. Now, Fa'alalo received the ball in that movement, Woodsy. I can't remember calling his name before that tonight.
Yeah, he's been a bit quiet. They've sort of gone to the right edge a lot more. They come to this left edge early on when Hopewadi probably should have passed to Fa'alalo for a try. But other than that, he hasn't done too much, has he?
There's a kick taken by Nickel Klukstad. It reminds me of when I was at the Waterloo Waratahs. The jumper could come straight off and go straight back into the draw. And then Pompey is going to be pulled down by Jake Trbojevic, 9 metres out from their own line. Nickel Klukstad. Then Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
Just on Tuivasa-Sheck. Woodsy, how do you think he gets more involved in the game? Do you think he needs to change positions? Do you want to see him centre, fullback? He's obviously, we know what he can do, and it does seem like he is a little bit wasted.
I don't mind him on the wing. I just think you give him a bit of a roving role. You've got some great players that have got really good late offloads in this Warriors side. If he slips around the ruck, maybe pushes up with Wade Egan with a deception, just brings him into the game a lot more instead of just running one out at the back end of the field.
Expert comments are for Seabus Super, making hard work pay off. So Brooks gets into dummy half for Manly, looking to come back for this 14-point deficit, and they are just their own side of the halfway line. Simpkin at dummy half. Yes, Millie?
You played with Lehigh Hopewade last year. What's he like? I played with his sister at the Roosters. She's now heading to the Bulldogs. But
yes.
A great family.
Yeah, they're a great family. I love the old man.
There's Tommy Trebojevic. Saab down the sideline. The side's on a kick. There's numbers. Oh, batted back. This will be a try. Batted back in field by Ruben Garrick to Daly Cherry Evans. Well, as long as Ruben wasn't over the dead ball line, this will be a try.
Oh, it's a great try. That's what Manly do so well. They know when they're shifting players, just push through the ruck. As you see, Turbo, he isolates Tuivasa-Sheck, gets Saab on the outside. I thought kicking was probably the wrong option, but
looked like it was going dead, and it just sat up there.
I'm going to watch the replay. I think that
Ruben's out.
Ruben's on the line as he batted it back in.
Well, Ruben's foot's on the ground as he bats it back in.
Yeah, it's no try.
As he bats it back in, this left foot, Harvey Norman replay. You know what? I think he was offside from the kick anyway.
Yeah, look, I think if we would... Oh, my Lord.
He's probably got 2 bits of grass there.
He's out. He's out. I'm telling you, kids, he's out.
You know what? We called the Jason Saab a knock-on. Well, let's get a coin. Let's just flip it because the bunker's got no idea.
Yeah, true.
If they give this a try, I will storm out of this joint, and I've done it before. Don't worry about that. Now, Harvey Norman, who, as Millie mentioned earlier, great supporters of our game, present the replay. 20% off Acer and Lenovo computers. Buy in store or online. Harvey Norman, best range.
Harvey Norman with the great TVs in front of us right now. We can see it clearly that he's got his foot on the line. We can see it clearly that Jason Saab dropped the ball.
Tell you what, the bunkers need to get some Harvey Norman TVs.
Yeah, they're watching the cheap.
Like us.
They're watching the cheap stuff. They're going to give this try.
I think they're going to give this, guys. They keep looking for replay after replay.
Yeah, well, I'm sure his tippy toe was on the white line as he touched the ball. As it rolled, as his foot rolled, it touched the white line.
And you know what the funny thing is, right, guys? If they give this a try, Andrew Webster's got all the right in the world to blow up the Lux, but Andrew Abdo sent an email to all CEOs of the club to not question the refereeing decisions this week.
Why?
Because they get it wrong all the time and they want to make it a good game. I don't know why. If they stuff up, you need to be held accountable.
Okay. I'm not ignoring you there, Woodsy. I'm just keeping...
We're waiting. This is how long the pro... Yeah. Oh, it's been confirmed.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, my.
You are kidding. They could have at least non-tried it to cancel out the last non-try.
Dear, oh dear. Talk about getting a fair rub of the green. Let's have another look at this on a Harvey Norman replay. Pertec, 100% on the old kick predictor from right in front. And then we'll go down a tiff, but we will hopefully see another Harvey Norman replay of this. 24-16 Warriors lead Manly. Tiff.
I was worried if that try was given, it was going to start a riot here at Go Media Stadium, but I look around me and the fans, I think, are just shocked. They just don't know what's going on. I mean, 2 tries now. It's, I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words.
Okay, well, look, if he was in, he was in. If he was in, then that's a try.
Are the referees still sponsored by Specsavers?
That's an old one. That's an old line. Get a new line.
They were sponsored by Specsavers for a while.
Were they?
They were.
No.
What happened to Ruben being a little bit in front of the...
Yeah, that's what... Didn't you think he was in front of the kicker? Who are you sponsored by, Woodsy? You can get a sponsor. I tell you what, you can get him where water can't. Who's sponsoring you now? You got a bloody car. You got clothes.
Stop it. Where you go? Cotton on Kids still?
I went into the studio upstairs, the kids section. Then I take the shirts home and put them in the dryer. Dale T. Cherry Evans and then Ulukawatu.
I just still cannot believe these decisions. Like, the Warriors are a side that come here today. They're not the favourites. They've been working their backsides off, and to have two massive calls that led to points go against them, this is unbelievable.
Simpkin, Jake Trebojevic, but they still lead by 8 with 22 to go. And Manly in possession of the ball. Choice Hotel stats, Manly have had 60% of it in the last 10 minutes. Simpkin now, it goes to Daly Cherry Evans, and then Olakawatu got a pass away. They've dropped it again. It's picked up by Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, the old RTS, the old radial tune suspension. 15 metres inside Manly's end. He'll get up and play it back. Harris to Vida. Fisher Harris, Jackie Boy Ford is taken by Aloye, and they're 30 metres out. Warriors 24, Manly 16. I haven't had a chance to look at those run meters, Woodsy, if you get a chance. Then it comes across now, and it ends up with Metcalf, and he's dropped it. Look, Leitao went through and picked it up, but it's going to be a Warriors knock-on with 21 minutes to go. Tomorrow, live from 3 o'clock, the world's favourite sporting club, South Sydney Rabbitohs, take on the St George Illawarra Dragons.
That should be a great game of footy, Maroon.
In the beautiful city of Wollongong. And where they only get 5 or 6 NRL games a year. I mean, probably the greatest nursery of rugby league in the world. And we want to have a footy team in Timbuktu and one here and one there. And poor old Wollongong only get 5 or 6 games a year.
That's not fair.
It's not fair, is it?
We want to see footy played at those local grounds.
Bloody oath we do.
Park, we love Belmore. You know, it creates that atmosphere for footy.
Wollongong, there
Did
should
you say
be...
you like suburban grounds?
I'm saying...
You were the one that wanted to knock down Leichhardt Oval.
Yeah, not,
Stop
yeah.
it.
No,
Yeah.
Leichhardt Oval,
Yeah.
that's a...
Right.
No, come on. That's not a nice place to visit. I'm talking about Wynn Stadium, Wollongong. That's a 5-star location. Here's Turbo, 5 metres his own side of the halfway line.
I like how you used to agree with everything Millie said, but if I say something,
no,
you shoot it down straight away.
I don't.
Oh, stop it.
Aaron, I'm your biggest supporter. Here's Daly Cherry Evans, getting out of 1, getting out of 2, and can't get the arms free. And then a dummy half. Back in field it comes for pretty boy Ruben Garrick, who gets out of 1 tackle, and then he's brought down by Vaumanga, who he's at 9th, I think, first grade game for Warriors. Brooks now puts a kick up on tackle 5, comes down, taken, it's knocked on Warriors. Well, this could be a turning point. This is Harvey Norman replay will show it, but it's just a simple drop from a high ball, Millie.
It's a drop, but it looks like it goes backwards.
Are you sure?
Well, on that first sight, I did think it went backwards, and they're going to challenge it, I think, here.
They're offside. They're offside. This could be a penalty mill.
Let's have a look at this.
On-field decision, knock on Warriors.
Yeah.
Goes straight down to the ground before rolling backwards. They're challenging that.
Okay, they're challenging the knock-on, which they're not going... I don't think...
But if you challenge it...
Yeah, it'll go back to that as well, yeah.
Look, he's in front. Clayton Fualo's in front.
Here, Clayton. He's required to have both feet behind the ball. At this point, he does not.
Well, this would be the first decision that's gone the Warriors' way.
Well, but it's the right decision.
Yeah.
You know what? It's lucky they still have a challenge left, because if they're in the position where they're
now
now
within 10 metres and affects the Warriors dropping the ball, challenge will be successful.
Yeah.
If they didn't have a challenge left, they would be defending their line.
Hang on, did they just say that challenge was successful?
Yes.
That wasn't a knock-on.
No, he was offside.
He was offside,
Right, okay.
and then he came and he was interfering, the person catching the ball.
So, Warriors get one go their way. Now, they only won 4 games at home last year, the Warriors.
What a great start, is it?
Yeah, well, but I think they're going to get this one. Halasima played to Wigan. And then Vaumanga. I shouldn't have said that because everything I say is wrong tonight.
I was going to say, there's nearly 20 minutes left.
Here's Egan. And then it's played to Fisher. Harris has it inside the Westpac red zone for the Warriors. A try and a goal here could just just give him a bit of a buffer zone, a bit of comfort. Harris to Vita, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck away from one, and then away from two, the Dodger, and then inside the 10, and brought down in a good tackle about 7 metres out from the Manly. He's dropped the ball, Roger. They're going to challenge it. They're going to challenge it. Harvey Norman replay. They're going to challenge this, the Warriors.
But you know what? I know it's challenging. I really love them injecting Roger Tuivasa-Sheck like that. He come back, they dropped him under, they got him back in the ruck. He stepped a couple of feet, he almost poked his nose through, but you got to watch this replay. Just looked like someone was going to come off the back of it, Mill.
I think he had more tackle breaks in that run than you did all year last year.
My career. What about his? He's just got light feet, hasn't he?
Oh, it's great to watch.
Oh, it's a high shot.
Yeah, it's Aloiai high on Roger.
You know, the last two things they've challenged were for
something else.
Wasn't what they wanted.
Yeah.
Well, it might have.
Makes high contact with low force.
We still haven't
the challenge
seen.
will be successful. There'll be a penalty for the Warriors.
They keep their challenge and get a penalty anyway because Josh Aloiai went high on Roger, and Adam G, the G-string as we like to call him, the G-banger, gives the Warriors a penalty 10 metres out and right in front. They'll take the tap and keep the pressure on. Now,
Woodsy, it seems like you want Warriors to win this game.
No, I don't want. It's just I want the game to be refereed fairly, Millie. I love rugby league. I love watching great quality rugby league.
Yes, he's a little bit conniving and passive-aggressive, is Woodsy. Egan, back to the middle it comes now. Metcalf, straight up the middle goes Halasima, 5 metres out. And then Egan gets into dummy half. And then left side it goes to Valmunga, who'll get up, try and play it quickly. He does. Egan again, then left. Metcalf, quick hands. Oh, the intercept was on, and Saab dropped it. And Saab dropped it. 6 more inside the Westpac red zone. The New Zealand Warriors comes across to Jackson Ford. And he says, let's just settle things down a little bit here. Tavanga brings him down. And he gets up.
This could be 10 in the bin.
Yeah, it's 10 in the bin here. It's 10 in the bin here. And is it Jakey?
Yeah.
Jake Trebojevic, 10 in the bin. Let's have a look. Call it Woodsy as you saw it.
I think this is Jake's 5th set restart.
Yeah.
There's times when you're on the play, like Millie would tell you, when you're defending your try line, sometimes if it's early in the tackle count, you'd rather just give away the 6 again so you can set your line up. But Jakey's he's just got too far tonight. You can see it coming. I think they've had 3 or 4 repeat sets in the last couple of minutes. I don't even know if Adam G warned them, but you're looking at it now, there's 10 set restarts, 6 again. That's just too many.
And when you're involved in everything like Jake is, you get caught up in that washing machine and you're trying to do what you think is best for the team until you get sent off.
Yep. And now
until you're in the bin for 10.
When he comes back, there'll be 6.5 minutes left in the game. So this is really going to boost the Warriors, as they are right now only 5 metres out. Egan, then Shans, Nickel Klupska got away from one. Might have needed to throw one right. Tackle count restarts and they're 10 metres out. He will get up and play it back. Egan, Clark, Metcalf. Harris to Vita straightened up. Taken and brought down by Ulukawatu, 8 metres out. This time it's Aaron Clark. Former Gold Coast Titan is 3 metres out from the Manly line. Egan will go left. A long pass picked up by Harris DeVita. Straight into the line and almost out the other side. Brought down about a metre out, and that is tackle 3 Warriors. Now we see it go across to Clark. Then Metcalf. That'll be knocked back, I think. Yes, knocked back. Or was it a knock on in the end? I think in the end they did knock it on. So it's amazing, Millie, how often we see in this situation the frustration sets in to the team that still has 13 players on the field.
I know. You see it happen time after time. It's like the team that have someone sent off.
Warriors challenge. I'm in 3.
And Warriors are challenging here.
Then I believe it hits Chance's hands before Manly.
So we'll have a look at this on a Harvey Norman replay. It's another captain's challenge. It was going to be a Manly ball. Let's have a look. Metcalf knocks it back.
Backwards from Luke Metcalf.
Adam G ruled that a knockback. Then they are disputing whether it touches Shans first or a Manly player touches it with his legs.
Chance gets a touch this at any point.
No.
It looks like it almost basketballs through his hand.
Yeah. Shans, Nickel Klukstad doesn't touch it.
Doesn't look like the ball has moved.
He hasn't touched it.
But
and that's something you would know. You know whether
yeah.
you're going to challenge that, whether it's slipped through your hands or not.
Fualalo doesn't seem to touch it with his hands either.
But I think because the referee calls
Just
it up.
seeing if we have any camera angles that show
this could be one of those
hand, whether it gets a touch.
Inconclusive, and they still keep their challenge.
If anything, it gives them a break.
It does.
Both teams.
Based on the available camera angles, we'll be supporting the on-field decision of a knock-on Warriors. Manly will retain their right to challenge.
You still retain it, okay? We've got a scrum, guys.
Gee, they've had some rough... Am I right, Woodsy?
Oh, I'm going to say yes, they have. Yeah. But you're going to probably give it to me that I'm an angry man. The referees frustrate me.
15 minutes left in the game.
I think it's the bunker.
Yeah.
Can we get rid of the bunker?
No, I don't think we should get rid of the bunker.
Well, they can't make a right decision.
Well, they get most decisions
Maybe
right.
you should move out of commentary and into the bunker.
Never.
Maybe you should do both at once.
I don't want to be in the same vicinity as
the bunker. You know that everybody at Triple M calls him the Paddle Pop Lion. Do you think he looks like the Paddle Pop Lion, Millie?
You know when he says everyone, only Maroon.
No, everybody calls him the Paddle Pop Lion. Now the ball. You've got to hear his Cocoa Pop story, Millie, when we get 5 minutes.
Name my daughter.
He's already mentioned Cocoa Pop that he really likes them.
Here's Jazz Tavanga, really likes them. He paid $85 for a bowl.
No, you didn't.
He did.
What, in Vegas?
No, well, we went to this place where it was $85 buffet. You could have omelettes and God knows what. And he went and got the biggest bowl you could find and had Cocoa Pops.
Well, Mill, my wife Sarah doesn't buy Cocoa Pops, so I was like, it's a treat.
Yeah, but you could have gone to Aldi and bought.
I was about to say, you can't go by yourself and buy your Cocoa Pops.
Here's Tavanga.
Don't you do breakfast radio? Don't you have food here?
Oh, mate. We've got Cocoa Pops in the cupboard, actually.
Hopewati plays it to Tavanga. To the right side, Daly Cherry Evans from 40 out. Still anyone's game. Warriors 24, Manly 16. Oh, he was taken in the air, surely. Shans Nickel Klukstad was taken in the air.
I think that was all right, Maroon. It was more the player in his own side getting pushed by a Manly a defender, but geez, when he caught that ball, Charles Nickel Klukstad, all he was doing was looking at that board. Hamoli Olakwatu come flying in with a huge hit.
He did well to hold on to it.
Oh, yes.
It was a great hit. But to his credit, he got straight back up.
Now, Halasima.
He's a good player, this kid.
Yeah, he gets up and goes again, Halasima. And then he will play it back to Egan. It will go across into the hands of Aaron Clark. Back, and then from inside the 40, it's kicked by Harris Tavita. But I'll give you the tip. They're not out of jail yet. They need another try, this Warriors side, as this is Hopewati.
One thing I noticed there, I'm not too sure where Tom Tavorovich is, but Hopewati was in the fullback position. It'll be very interesting to see where Tom Tavorovich is on the field, because Clayton Fuala was in the wing and the other wing was Jason Saab, so not too sure where Tommy Tavorovich is in his involvement at the moment.
Maybe Tiff knows.
And we'll come down to you very shortly, Tiff. Here's Bitcoin Bullymore playing it back to Tavanga. It goes right side. It goes to DCE. And then Ruben Preboy Garrick straight up the middle before he's brought down by Harris Tavita. Jazz Tavanga gets into dummy half. Goes across to Hopewati again over the halfway line. 13 to go. And that is tackle 4. Tavanga again at dummy half to the right side from 40 out. Daly Cherry Evans. He's going to try and find the line here. It might have gone touch in goal, has it? Let's go to you on the sideline for Bob Jane, Tiffany Salmon.
Tom Trbojevic did come off the field for Ethan Bullymore. He didn't look injured, but he has gone down the tunnel, so maybe there is something there.
On the sideline for Bob Jane T-Marts, bobjane.com.au, 132625, 132625. Bob Jane.
That's huge news. That is huge news for Tom Trbojevic to go up the tunnel and Ethan Bullymore to replace him.
You're not going up the tunnel for no reason.
That is. We'll keep an eye on that.
Especially when you've got a player down, when you've got 12 men on the field.
Okay, we'll get Tiff to keep an extra eye on that.
Sorry, Woodsy, he did cut you off with your singing.
I was
Wanted to return that.
I don't know if I can. Well, I don't know if I can do it again.
You just want to keep plugging him so you get some new wheels.
No, I don't.
You're a great man, Maroon.
I don't want free tyres. They're sponsors here. Just because I've got no tread on my car tyres, that doesn't mean. Here's the ball going over the halfway line. Harris DeVita has it and gets up and plays it back to Egan, who comes back across to the middle, and then it's put high by Metcalf. High midfield bomb. It's loose. It's taken by Leotawa. Back then to Shams Nickel-Klookstar. Taken high by Brooks Shawley. Yes, he was. Not a lot in it, but Adam G has caught it, and the penalty now goes to the Warriors. They lead 24-16, 11 to go.
Yeah, just a bit of an experience there by Clayton Fialo. Did not need to contest that ball. There was 3 Warriors attackers there. He had plenty of room. He tries to catch it on the full, and it's just it's just a poor error from the back of it from Luke Brooks. Just gets Nickel-Klookstar just a little bit too high.
Okay, now we're going to go inside the Westpac red zone again. When we get a minute, we'll get some more detailed thoughts from Woodsy on the Tommy Trbojevic thing. Egan, then it goes to Aaron Clark. Clark is taken by Lukauatau, 8 metres out. Triple M rocking the footy for Ream and for Maccas. Playing it back now to Egan, who goes left, and Metcalf left, and Harris DeVita out of one. They're only 5 metres out. A try and a goal here, I reckon, will put this one to bed. As Pompey gets into dummy half for the New Zealand Warriors. Comes back to the open side to Metcalf. Then Clark. Then Egan. Then quick hands across to Nickel-Klookstar. He threw an ordinary pass. Going back to pick it up is Tuapiki. If he was running onto that, it might have been a different story. Back inside the Westpac red zone. 19 out and 20 in from touch on tackle 4. Nickel-Klookstar's at dummy half. To the centre it comes. Halasima. Oh, he's a big boy. I tell you what, he can motivate too. He can move when he gets in a bit of room. Last play, Egan, Clark, Metcalf, Harris DeVita, and then to Pompey, and then to Roger, and then to Roger, and Roger's over. Momentum carried him across. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck scores for the Warriors, Woodsy. It's 28-16.
Oh, it's Maroon. It's something you love to see. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck getting over the try line. It was bound to happen. They had Manly at 6s and 7s. They played the long game. They stayed patient. You caught it earlier, Maroon. It's normally the side with the ball that sort of frustrates himself. They come up with the error, but they just went side to side. They just kept stripping him with numbers, and they finally made him pay. Aaron Clark, the ball distributor, he's playing that Dylan Walker role, and they just summed it up well. Harris DeVita sort of does what we call a double pump, holds it up, then throws it. Pompey with a nice left arm flick, and then drops it under for Tuivasa-Sheck, which brings him back into the game. And as you said, momentum slides him over the top.
Was it momentum, Millie? Was it momentum?
It was momentum. You can't beat speed, can you? And he didn't need any stepping for that. He saw the try line, he pinned the ears back, and he just dived and just got over. But so good to see. The Warriors deserved that one, and they only had 1 more minute left with 12 players on the field. Jake Trbojevic about to come back on, and they made the most of it.
Triple M _ NRL, Australia's premier actor, star of Plum, Brendan Cowell, is listening.
The Cowman.
And he said he thought my singing on the Bob Jane T-Mart song
was great.
He loved it. He loves me and I love him.
I would have gave you a 6 out of 10 only for the fact you didn't finish the song. That
well, because you've got me on.
You know what?
Yeah.
You've got time now if you want to, while they're just
Bob Jane. Bob Jane T-Marts.
Yes.
I think you went a little bit long on the Jane. Are they looking for a double movement here?
Hang on a second. Are you saying I didn't? They are looking at a double movement. No, it's confirmed.
Sorry, they're about to do the kick.
Warriors 28, Manly 16. Perchet kick predictor 100% over it goes. Warriors 30, Manly 16. Down to you, Tiff.
There's still 8 minutes to go, but it does look like Roger Tuivasa-Sheck may have sealed this win for the Warriors. And just a quick update on Tom Trbojevic. He did go down the tunnel to get checked by a doctor. We don't have confirmation yet on what he's being checked for, but I'll be back with an update once I get one.
Thank you, Tiff. And, of course, Mitsubishi Triton, the reliable Triton, now with bi-turbocharged power. Workhorse grunt, back with Australia's rock-solid 10-year warranty and 10 years cap price servicing. Surprise Fryers is back at Macca's with a 1 in 3 chance to win millions of prizes.
You getting out of the way home, the big fries?
I might stop at Kingsford and get the nuggies. I do like the nuggies. Short drop out, battered back, and then taken by Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Warriors in the box seat. And you're right there, Millie. 1 minute left for the sin bin of Jake Trbojevic. They should have enough in the tank. A gutsy win. And I'll tell you what, I always like to know who they're playing next week. Warriors have got the Roosters in Auckland, so there's 2 points.
That's an early call.
Manly at 4 Pines against Canberra.
There's another 2 points, is it?
Well, I don't know about
That'll
that.
be a good game.
Yeah.
Down in the nation's capital.
Nickel Klukster now. Oh, they try and get it off him.
For me, Manly are really missing Lachlan Croker. He just holds the middle up, can play 80 minutes and just defends, and I love. He just keeps everybody calm out there, and once he gets back probably a couple more rounds, I think they'll have the balance right.
Now Ben Trbojevic got the pass back to Hopewati, and so 7 to go now. DCE has got a rib. It looked like is it a rib he's favouring there, Woodsy?
Yeah, it looks like the back of the rib, but could you imagine Manly without Turbo and Cherry Evans?
No, I can't see a Manly without them.
Anthony Seibold will swim back to New Zealand. Back to Australia.
Yeah.
He's already in New
I
Zealand.
don't think he's going back to New Zealand. Doesn't look good though. He hasn't moved. He's still on the ground with the trainer.
Got the kidney area, can you
it's
pop
the
a hit there?
worst.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
he can't move.
I mean, this game's gone. Maybe get him off. Is that an option, Woodsy?
There's still 6 minutes left. There's a fair bit that can happen in the game. It's pretty.
He injured himself while tackling.
Not much really in that tackle, so.
Not much in it, but it is Fisher Harris, so.
He's just gone down. And he has not moved.
No.
And a couple plays happen as well.
He tried to get up and he had to go back onto his knees. He's on all fours almost.
Yeah. Harvey
and
Norman.
he's a very tough player. So that's not good. Sorry, I keep cutting you off there.
No, you're right, Millie. Up to 20% off Acer and Lenovo computers in-store and online now. Harvey Norman.
He's gone.
Tried to walk it off.
Yeah, he's in a world of pain, DCE. So now, obviously, Tiff's keeping across the Tommy Trbojevic situation. But Manly fans, Tommy's injured. DCE is being assisted off the ground by the trainer. So Manly fans concerned for alarm. Not only are you going to lose this game, big injuries, Millie.
Big injuries and early in the season too. And there's been so much chat throughout the week about Tommy Trbojevic if he can stay fit. And it's too early to call that. It's only round 1.
Yeah.
And he's been off the field. Your captain's coming off the field. Jake Trbojevic is now going on the field after a 10-minute spell. So.
Yes, it's all gone wrong here. Manly with 6.5 to go. Triple M _ NRL. Eddie Salita says, hi Maroon and Millie, I saw you two at Cowra Street Fair. You guys killed it. Well, maybe they'll have us back this year. Garrick back inside the Hopewadi. You had fun, didn't you, Millie?
I had so much fun in Cowra.
Yeah, didn't we have fun?
Wasn't it?
We had a good time up there on stage.
I'm not sure what we were really doing. Santa was there.
Santa was there. Brooks kicks ahead. Taken by Thoy Malolo. Kicks back in field. And then Charles Nickel Klukster will be caught in the in-goal area for the old goal line dropout. But we did the Cowra Street Fair. And there was a singer there from Victoria.
Yep, Taylor Henderson.
What about this Palooka? This is a true story. On the way there, this knucklehead ran over a deer, and then he ran over a cow or a kangaroo.
Yeah.
I mean, what was he driving? What was he doing?
He must have just not been looking. I think he was driving at night.
Yeah, has he got headlights? So, if you've got...
Did you get stuck in that storm? This is probably not for air, but it was a massive storm that late at night.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Well, maybe I was going the other way.
Did you two drive together?
No, we went because Millie came from...
Karen, he said I wasn't allowed to go with him.
No, last time he took someone that was working with him, we haven't heard the end of it.
Well, that's our great friend Wendell Saylor. I took him to Trangie and he did not shut up for 12 hours. I mean, he did not shut up. 5 minutes left in this game. Brooks drops one back inside Ulukawatau. Haven't seen enough of him tonight. Inside the Westpac red zone, he'll play it back to Tavanga, Jake Trbojevic. Then it got to Brooks. Left side, the pass has gone astray. And that's it for Manly. The ball is picked up by Tuapiki. Knock on Manly. And the Warriors 30, Manly 16. And very shortly we'll go down to you, Tiff, and see if there is any update on injured players.
That is great defence from the Warriors. I think it was young Hull on the seamer. Just come up, Luke Brooks looking to go, drift across field, try to drop a player under, but then just the pressure. Just the Warriors, they've hunted hard. They didn't have the start of the game they probably liked. They've had a bit of adversity. But wow, to get this win, especially after what happened in Vegas, they've copped a lot of criticism, a lot of people tipped them for the spoon, but geez, they've bounced back.
Oh, absolutely. And the ball comes across now for Pompey. Down to the sideline for Bob Jane T-Marts. I don't suppose there is an update on anyone, Tiff?
No, unfortunately not. Manly are being very tight-lipped about an update on Tom Trbojevic. We also don't know what is wrong with Daly Cherry Evans. He was walking down the tunnel, looked in a lot of pain, possibly a limp, looked very stiff, like he was struggling to breathe. If I can get an update, I will bring it to you.
Thank you. And now the ball is with Chance Nickel-Klukstall over the halfway line, zigging and zagging and playing at 10 metres inside Manly's end. What a win this will be for the Warriors. The ball comes back across to Aaron Clark. And Aaron's going to be pulled down 30 metres out, right in front of the sticks, but 30 metres back, 3.5 to go. This is Egan. And then Jazz Tavanga involved in the tackle with Jakey Boy, who's fresh after 10 minutes in the sin bin. Clark, then Harris Tavita. So just repeating, next week, it's Warriors and Roosters in Auckland, Manly and Canberra at Brookie, or Four Pines.
It's been nice to have 2 back-to-back games in New Zealand. We don't think about, the teams in Townsville and especially New Zealand, that what it takes out of you travelling before games. It's exhausting enough for anyone. Hats off to them.
And that Dolphins side last week, nearly travelling away from a cyclone, but knowing their families there. It would be, you tell me, it would be so hard to keep your mind on the job.
Oh, it would be, and that's why we saw some of those senior players, make that call, and you start to realise what's really important, and a game of footy is a game of footy, and until they lose, and now they're under scrutiny.
I think you learn a game of footy is a game of footy until you have kids, and how important the family really is, and I respect those players. It was a huge decision. But they made a decision for their family, which is great to see.
Absolutely. We all agree with that. Chance Nickel-Klukstall. 10 his own side of halfway. 1 minute and 45 to go. So I do the tips for Triple M Orange and Dubbo and Griffith and Fraser Coast and Coffs and Port. Pardon?
That all?
Yeah, no, that's all. I think I might have missed one. Dubbo. We're all the real radio people are, not the blow-ins off Big Brother and, all these dancing and cooking shows. We're the real radio people are, not the blow-ins. Not all you blow-ins from Big Brother. And I did the tips, and I tipped the Warriors, Mill. What about that?
There you go.
Yeah, I tipped the Warriors.
I thought you were off your head, but you backed the winner. Well done, Maroon.
Yeah, no, I am off my head, but I did back a winner with that one.
And convincingly, 30-16, but it should probably be 30-6, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah,
good.
Absolutely. They had a fair rub, the old Manly. Fair rub of the green. Jake Trbojevic. And then the big fella, Hamoli Ulukawatu. Then Garrick, a dummy half. Jake Trbojevic gets it to Brooks. Brooks floats one. It's going to be intercepted by Tuapiki. He got a pass away. It ends up in the hands of Metcalf over the 10. Lukey Metcalf under the posts just to rub salt into the wounds. The Warriors score on an intercept right under the posts, and that is the ball game. Justice prevails right at the very end. One goes their way on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. Warriors 34, Manly 16.
Oh, you're right, Maroon. It was a Hail Mary pass from Luke Brooks. Well intercepted by Tupiki. He catches it. I thought he might have just took the tackle, but he just kept playing on. He found Pompey, who found the ever-reliable Luke Metcalf and does what he does best, push-up support, and gets the try right under the sticks. Well done.
Not sure what he was really doing with that pass. It was loopy, it was ugly, and it wasn't really meant for anyone. There was numbers there for the Warriors, and there's been a few incompleted sets there where they've intercepted it off the end, and They just had too much support there. Luke Metcalf following in for a try.
Yep, right under the posts.
He'd be very happy with that because he's come under the pump the last couple of weeks. You know, a lot of people come out criticise that he's more of a runner than a half. But come out and, as his try celebration, look like he's pointing to his mouth as in saying, shush.
Maybe.
He's
talking to you, Maroon.
He just hasn't been able to get any consistency on the field at two clubs. Woodsy, am I right or am I over?
You're right, mate, you're right. He's had a lot of injuries, then he was stuck behind Sean Johnson, and then Nico Hines came at Cronulla Sharks, and then he come back to the Warriors, and then Sean Johnson again. But Andrew Webster's shown faith. He's given him number 7, and it's stuck with him.
Okay, Pertec kick predictor from right in front, Metcalf, 100%. And that will be the ball game. If he misses this, that's
you know what's coming.
There you go, he's kicked it. So in the end, the Warriors have run away good winners, 36 points to 16 over a Manly side who scored in the opening 3 minutes and then kind of never, then they just kind of tapered off, is the only way I can put it. Ream Hot Water, for built up for Aussie conditions. When it comes to hot water, ask your plumber to install a Ream. And Macca's, surprise fries are back at Macca's. Order medium or large fries to play on the My Macca's app. 1 in 3 chance to win millions of prizes, a chance to go into the weekly draw to win 10k cash. So that is the ball game. We've had Millie Elliott joining us in commentary today, and we will have her as much as we can in the course of the year, Woodsy.
I think there's still 3 seconds to go, Maroon.
And they kick it out on the full. Warriors just let it go. Well, this clock has been out in the first half.
10 seconds was out, wasn't it?
It was out, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm with you. It was out.
I mean, honestly...
There's been a few things out today.
Oh, yeah.
It must be that across-the-ditch technology.
Could be. It could be. Well, I don't know, but I saw a clock on the screen that said 80 seconds. And it's full-time now, or is it? Are we sure?
The one thing was the better team did win.
That's it.
Yeah.
We like seeing that.
Yeah.
Regardless of who you've played for.
That's it.
Or who you support.
Played for a lot of clubs, Mill. So
you know what, Woodsy?
It's hard to have an individual side that you go
Well,
people do well to play for one.
Well, but hang on. Millie's played for 4 and won 4 grand finals.
3 clubs.
She's a winner, but
3 games and 4 premierships. Is that right?
That's correct.
You're like the Glenn Lazarus of the women's game.
And she's one of the great front rowers too.
Yes, you are one of the greats.
I actually had Glenn Lazarus's old locker, who's my first locker at the Broncos.
Is that right?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He'd be somewhere in a pub now in Brisbane or wherever he lives saying...
I'm sure he's listening to Triple
And
M.
he'd be saying, Millie Elliott has got my locker. How do you think? How good do you think that makes him feel?
I think he's doing well enough.
So Jazz Tavanga gives his old teammates a bit of a hug, and it just wasn't to be tonight for the poor old Manly side. As I said, they scored in the opening 3 minutes, but we're just going to go down to Tiff because she's got Wade Egan with her. Let's go to you, Tiffany.
Wade Egan, huge team effort tonight. After that round 1 loss in Vegas, tonight must be so sweet at home in front of this crowd.
Yeah, it's very disappointing in Vegas. Obviously, to come out huge week and huge occasion, and we sort of put probably one of our worst performances we could have put together. But to come back home, get behind these fans, and yeah, it was an awesome performance tonight. Not everything went right, but we found a way to win tonight.
You scored a try yourself. Can you talk me through that moment?
I was that gassed, I wasn't thinking. So, yeah, I don't think I've ever run that far in an NRL game before. And then, yeah, I wasn't really thinking, just threw the dummy and lucky enough to fall over the line.
Back to you, team.
Wade, congratulations, mate. It was a great game by you. Honestly, I want to ask something. You had a bit of things go against you today. Manly's come out and scored that first try. What was the talk like behind the huddle when things weren't going your way?
Yeah, thanks, mate. That first set we thought we did really well, and obviously they got some speedsters on the edge, and we just got the jam wrong on the edge, and yeah, we just said we've come to tackle tonight, so I think we sort of stayed positive and we got back into the grind. And
so happy to see just the return of Luke Metcalf. Obviously they copped a bit of flack, and your spine that's saying the loss of Sean Johnson, but to see you guys come out and deliver, very happy for you tonight.
Yeah, it was awesome. Obviously, Lukey probably copped a bit of, unnecessary slack during the week, and it was his first game as a game manager, and you've seen what he done tonight, run the ball, scored a try, he sort of carved them up. So really happy for Lukey, and that's sort of the performance that he can deliver.
Good on you, mate. We're happy for you too, and all the best to you and the Warriors for season 2025.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Good on you,
Thank
Wade Egan. Well, 13th last year, but 4th the year before. So they got a lot to prove.
I think the big thing for them is that did they win a game at home last year? They really struggled.
Yeah.
They
won 4 games at home last year.
And considering how many they had sold out.
Yeah. They 10 home games, 4 they won. So
they've got to make it a bit of a fortress again.
They do. We're just waiting to get see if Tiff can line up another interview. But yeah, that's the whole point. Every home game was sold out before the season even started. So they kind of owe it to the fans this year.
Oh, definitely. And you remember when they did finish 4th that year, like they just the fans and the momentum that they carried behind the scenes. It was such a great thing. Remember they showed us the walkout. It was like a wrestling event. The lights went dark and the smoke came. The lasers were there. And just to see the fans show up in numbers, to sell out every home game in New Zealand, that was incredible.
It was that semi-final. They were playing the Knights, actually, and it was almost like the Knights were defeated before they even got there. And look, not being biased, I was obviously going for the Knights, but they were a different team that year.
Yes, full time if you've just joined us, Warriors 36, Manly 16, and we will be back on deck tomorrow at 3 for you Rabbitohs Dragons fans for that game. But look, in the end, 36 points the Warriors got. They deserved to win. They did. Tries to Tuapiki, Leotawa, also Tuivasa-Sheck, Harris DeVita got one, Metcalf, and also Wade Egan got a try, which he was very happy to get. And for Manly, the same old culprits, really. Tommy Trebojevic, Jason Saab, and Daly Cherry Evans all got tries. Warriors 36, Manly 16. Let's go down to Tiff once again with Chanel Harris-DeVita.
Chanel Harris-DeVita, what a game. Talk me through what was being spoken about on the field, because that was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, I think the way we started, apart from that first try, I think we had the right mindset going after them with our defence. Something we missed and were disappointed with in Vegas against Canberra. So we really wanted to focus on our being physical, especially against a big team like Manly.
Manly had a very fast start. Was that difficult, getting that momentum swing back?
It was difficult, but I think the way we trained this week gave us a bit of confidence in how we wanted to play. Whenever something bad happens or whenever we let in a try, we try and bring ourselves back to neutral and focus on the next drive, and I think the boys did that. It's hard to do when you're under fatigue, but when the boys are talking to you and you've got good players around you, it makes it a lot easier.
There were a few controversial calls tonight and the crowd really got behind you boys.
Yep.
How much of an impact did that have to you out on the field?
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but I think it goes back to what I just spoke about with whatever goes our way or it doesn't go our way, we want to focus on what we can control, and that's what we do next. And I thought we responded really well, and yeah, I'm just proud of our reaction to those moments.
Roosters next Friday. Is there anything specifically about your game that you're hoping to bring into that game?
Yeah, I just want to keep being myself, take a bit of pressure off Matt with the kicking, and keep building on my running game and building combinations on my edge.
Thanks for your time and congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And Tiff, always great to work with you. Tiffany Salmon on the sideline for us tonight. Thanks to our mates Bob Jane T-Marts. Warriors 36, Manly 16. Here is the play of the day.
The Triple M NRL play of the day.
Metcalf, Harris DeVita, and then to Pompey, and then to Roger, and then to Roger, and Roger's over. Momentum carried him across. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck scores for the Warriors, Woodsy.
The NRL is back for another year, and at the risk of offending you by suggesting that maybe you've put on a few pounds since the last season and you need a new jersey because it doesn't fit, we're giving away $250 to spend in the NRL store. Doesn't have to be for a jersey. Maybe they sell cake icing in your team's colours. No, that's mean. Sorry, we'll stop. We're also giving away a Triple M beanie, and now you think we're making fun of your hairline. Great. Look, $250 to spend in the NRL store and a Triple M beanie up for grabs this week in the Triple M Club. Sign up at triplem.com.au.
Surprise Fries is back at Macca's with millions of prizes to be won.
I want a year's worth of DoorDash.
$1,000 on sale gift card.
I won a free Big Mac. Play for a 1 in 3 chance to win. Ends April 1, 2025. For full terms and permit numbers, visit our website.
She thought it was true love. He looked at her. Handsome. Nice watch. Then he
just started firing questions. How much do you earn? What are your assets? Why do you need my money? It was then she realised he was a bank and would never understand her business. RedZ knows when you need a loan, you need someone that understands the self-employed. With love from RedZ. Speak to your broker or visit redz.com. RedZ. Backing those who back themselves. Australian credit licence 311128.
Hello. Frank Walker from National Tiles. The famous National Tiles Spend and Save is on now. Spend $4,000 will only charge you $2,750. Spend $2,000 will only charge you $1,450. Or spend $1,000 will only charge you $750. Yes, the more you spend, the more you save at the National Tiles famous Spend and Save. But you'll have to be quick. So rush into a National Tiles store near you or go online at nationaltiles.com.au now and save.
At Woolworths, we're partnering with the Salvation Army to help those communities most affected by recent events in southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales. You can help too by making a donation to the Salvation Army of any amount in our stores or online. 100% of funds raised through Woolworths until March 20 will go directly to the Salvation Army's Cyclone Alfred appeal. For more information, visit salvationarmy.org.au. Woolworths is authorised to fundraise on behalf of the Salvation Army Australia until 13 January 2026.
Win a tour of a lifetime with the Daily Telegraph and inspiring vacations. Plus get a $100 voucher for entering. Buy the paper, find today's code word and enter at winwithnews.com.au. T's and C's apply. New South Wales TP/03714.
Back your business with Energy Australia and get energy solutions from a dedicated team of experts. Search Energy Australia or call 1800 709 510.
Frank from Midas here. If you've chosen fun size or something with a little bit more grunt, we've got ya. Small car service start from $199. Large car and SUV start from $249. Book yours today. Midas. You can rely on us. Conditions apply.
Surprise Prize is back at Macca's with millions of instant win prizes, plus weekly draws to win 10 grand cash. Play for a 1 in 3 chance to win. Ends April 1, 2025. For full terms and permit numbers, visit our website.
It feels good to talk about it, to free yourself up from the lies of the voice that said that men shouldn't have tears in their eyes, 'cause boys do cry. Boys do cry.
When the going gets tough, get talking.
Shut up! The bullies of Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy. Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Welcome back. Well, before we go to the Triple MVP, thanks to CPAP, for Manly fans, not only did you lose this game by 20, but Aaron Woods, with 13 to go, we saw Tommy Trbojevic leave the field. About 7 minutes later, we saw Daly Cherry Evans leave the field. Now, without one of them, Manly are in trouble. Without both of them,
they're up, you know what, without a paddle.
Yeah, I do.
The thing was, we don't know what or how bad Tommy Trbojevic is because he just come off the field where there's no cameras on him. Cherry Evans, he looked like he was distraught. Like, he looked like he could not walk properly. He must have, and it was something that
looks nervy.
It looked like it was his lower back. But it was no collision there or nothing when he was in the tackle. He sort of got up, went to go to marker, and as he took off, he just goes, whoa, he just surrendered, and he just sat on his knees for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, for the next couple of plays, he was on all fours, just kind of clutching at his back. He tried to step up, but he was shaking, and he went back to the ground. It's very concerning signs for Manly.
Yeah, okay, just repeating that news. With 13 to go, Tommy Trbojevic left the field injured. Then I'd say 6-7 minutes later, Daly Cherry Evans left the field injured as well. So tomorrow on the Saturday scrum here at Triple M from noon, you'll get all the latest on that. Who's on that show these days? I think Hindy's on there.
And Wade Graham?
Yeah, Wade O'Hindy, two of my favourites. Tony Squires.
The journos swap every couple of weeks.
I love all those boys. Squires, a legend of the industry. CPAP. Get expert advice and unbeatable prices at CPAP Direct. Visit us in-store or at cpap.com.au. Triple MVPs from you, Mr. Paddle Pop Lion, Aaron Woods.
Oh, I love what Roger Tuivasa-Sheck did tonight. They finally injected him. They used ways of bringing him back under the ruck, and it really tested the big man. He got 1 point, 2 points. Was it a player that I reckon was unsung hero? Aaron Clark. I just love what he did through the middle of the field.
I agree.
He played that sort of Dylan Walker role. He played big minutes, got quick play of the balls. But the man of the match is my man, Lukey Metcalf. A couple of try assists and got the last try of the game coming up against his old club in the Manly Seagulls as well. He'd really love that.
Okay, congratulations to Luke Metcalf. Real rugby league territory. He comes from Coffs Harbour, where they're listening through Triple M Coffs Coast right now. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Full-time score, Warriors 36, Manly 16. Millie, we're going to see a fair bit more of you, I hope, in 2025.
I hope so.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry.
Yeah, well, we'll make sure of it. And Aaron Woods will see you Monday morning on the Triple M Breakfast Show.
Be there and be up nice and early.
He's a big star now, this bloke.
We'll see you tomorrow.
And, I'll see you tomorrow. Where at?
3 o'clock game.
Oh, you're doing that?
No, I'm not. I'll be listening to you.
Oh, yeah, don't.
You'll listen. You'll hear him tomorrow then.
To you, yes.
I don't want you to overwork yourself, that's all. Mitre 10, as always, great people to deal with if you need great advice on hardware, and they present the highlights as Triple M rocks the footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M! Triple M rocks footy. Full-time highlights.
Get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre.
Now DCE, now Tommy Trebojevic, quick hands, Garrick, and Saab down the sideline, got support, Tommy over the 30, into the Westpac red zone, and just like that, Manly score right beside the post, inside the opening 3. 3 metres out, just to the left-hand side of the upright. At the play the ball, left they go again, Harris DeVita, and Harris DeVita goes over about 15 metres in from touch. So from Metcalf to Harris DeVita, just like that. First receiver there is Metcalf, floats one across the top, and it ends up with Tuapiki, who comes back inside, evades one, evades two, goes right through the middle, and scores a cracking good try right beside the post. Metcalf, right, got a little pass away. Leia Tower, who scores for the Warriors, and they've gone back to back to back. From the dummy half, first receiver is Daly Cherry Evans. Brooks now, quick hands required. Saab for the corner. Nobody in front of him. Did he get it down okay? No, he's dropped that.
Oh, he's confirmed it.
You're joking. They've confirmed that. Is there a try coming up? 4 metres out from the Manly line. And he'll get up and play it back. Egan is there. Right in front of the post. Throws the dummy. Reaches out. I think that's a try to Wade Egan. Here's Tommy Trebojevic. Saab down the sideline. Decides on a kick. There's numbers. There's numbers. Oh, batted back. This will be a try. This will be a try. Batted back in field by Ruben Garrick to Daly Cherry Evans. Jake Trebojevic telling the bit.
I think this is Jake's 5th set restart.
Yeah. Metcalf, Harris DeVita, and then to Pompey, and then to Roger, and then to Roger, and Roger's over. Momentum carried him across. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck scores for the Warriors. But Manly fans, Tommy's injured. DCE is being assisted off the ground. Concern for alarm. Brooks floats one. It's going to be intercepted by Tuapiki. He got a pass away. It ends up in the hands of Metcalf. Over the 10. Lukey Metcalf under the posts. Just to rub salt into the wounds. The Warriors score. So in the end, the Warriors have run away good winners. 36 points to 16.
McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Triple M footy lives on Listener. Catch all our games, interviews, replays and more. That's LIN.